a group of guards, which we ambushed, and Lucina and I took care of
You
single-handedly.
liar.
See, that's how I remember it.
I
What- the
don't
way-
think
the way-
that's
I'll take
how it
Mitch's word for
went.
The way I remember
Don't
it
think
was,
that's how it went.
That's
the way
how
I remember
Giovanni
it
would
was,
tell
I,
it.
I think I rolled a 40 on my stealth check, and it was downhill for them.
You see, I have the chat logs here, and it
yeah,
looks
it
like
says
you rolled
I
a
rolled a
5.
23 stealth. I had a 23 in stealth. You had a 5. I wonder who triggered the guards walking around with their torch.
Which
Well,
reminds
give
me,
me some of
Lucina,
your
you
stealth.
are still hidden, by the way, going into
Yes.
this. So it's really just Giovanni that they saw. Or rather heard, because he's walking around with a torch and stumbling around, kind of.
Did I mention that I'm riding Misha, by the way?
Misha appears to be down the ladder still, and I don't know how he would climb the ladder anyways, so...
You said it was canon that Misha could climb the ladder. I will find that if I need to.
Oh, wow, that's a great addition.
Starting off strong.
Yeah, Misha has like 20 in ladder climbing proficiency.
Oh, we're going the,
Where is that on his character sheet? I made it.
No, it's not on this character sheet. It's on the Fate Core character sheet.
Oh, that's my bad.
I somehow managed to roll lower initiative than I did at the end of last week.
Which is unfortunate, because I was going to let that one go and just let you do that, but wow.
Yeah,
So my initiative is actually no, I didn't roll initiative because we turned it off just in time.
Duh. Is everyone in here?
Yeah.
Descending. Should have 7, right? It was
You
8
don't
technically.
have-
You didn't roll
yeah,
Misha's. Or,
Sorry,
and
it took me
you
like a
didn't roll
million
your own
years to
yet.
find it.
Yeah. You start getting a lot of documents, you can't find everything.
Oh, you did roll yours. You just didn't click on your own. Oh, yes, you did. You just did
No, I
too.
just did it. Sorry.
Okay.
I like the whole screen was black, so I had to find it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, that scrolling around in the pitch black because it's a cave.
That's a good point here. Let me just do this real quick. That should refocus everyone in case you weren't already there. Okay. Giovanni, it is your turn. You from that hallway you hear, "Hey, who goes there?"
I don't say anything, and I'm just gonna delay my turn. To be quite honest, you know what? No, here I'll go ahead and.
Do you
I'll
want to
move
move
over.
at all? You're sort of just standing down. The him
Yeah, no,
open right now.
I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna prepare an action real quick.
And what action are you preparing?
Hold on, I have to not select the torch.
Drag select, man. It's been like this for
Okay.
3 sessions.
If someone walks around the corner, then I will attack them.
Okay. Okay, Talia, it is your turn. I don't even know if you heard what's going on up there. Matter of fact, you're probably totally unaware of what's going on up there.
Okay, then I'm just gonna pet Misha.
Good use of turn.
Well,
with that
1d8
in
petting
mind,
damage.
Sure enough, someone is going to come running in there, and it's going to be this gentleman, and you may take your attack on him. And somehow you missed. Yeah. So around the corner he comes, you sort of stick your rapier out to try to skewer him as he passes, and he does kind of like, fucking Matrix dodge shit. And he comes around and swings a scimitar at you. And he rolls a 10, so that's not gonna do.
Haha, we both suck.
That's not something to be proud of.
One of his friends is going to come up right up next to you, too, and sort of take a slash at you diagonally. He rolled a critical miss. So he's going to roll for damage. 1d6 plus 1. He only does 4 damage to... I'm sorry. He only does 2 damage to his friend as he whiffs incredibly on you and catches his friend instead. But yeah, we're gonna shift some people around. These guys are kind of stacking up here. Let's see
It's a
what's their
kobold
turn.
situation again.
Hey, I have a
Ratzael?
question. Did our last rest equate to a short rest because it was interrupted, or is that a no rest?
It can be a short rest. You could have spent hit dice if you wanted.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
did that.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, because I'm at 24. I would have been at 17 otherwise.
You regain second wind on short rest, don't you? Yay, nay on that? I don't know.
What was that?
Do you regain second wind on short rest?
I regain a lot on short rest.
Okay. Superiority dice, etc., etc.
Yep. And action surge.
All right, Ratzael, you're up. But again, I think you guys are just sort of chilling at the bottom of the lab. You might have heard some action up there now as some swings of the sword are made and missed, and one connects with a friendly target up there, and there's some screaming. You are probably aware at this point of what's happening.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah. I take it back. You have no goddamn clue what's going on up there.
Ah!
I'm gonna walk up to Misha and ask Talia, "Hey, can I pet Misha too?"
Sure.
Well, Giovanni, it's just you and me.
I will pet Misha.
I hate to tell you, but I think that we're gonna need more than that. Just from what I can see through this.
I mean, I saw the half dozen when I was peeking around.
Wow, a lot of people roll 4 here. Okay. All right, Lucina,
Yeah.
you're up. You are unseen right now.
Okay. Well. Okay. Just need to double check something. Oh yeah, that one. Well, since I'm unseen, I'm going to just pop out of cover and pray to God this hits with the short bow hit shot. So it's an 11 hit.
No. And also, you don't have advantage on that anyways.
I would have advantage because I'm unseen. That's how hiding
Oh,
looks.
yeah, I
doesn't
guess
it?
you're right. Yeah. No. 11 doesn't hit anyways, so
Well-
you are no longer unseen.
Well, now that that's going on, I'm just gonna move over here and shout down the hall and say, "Hey guys, we got hostiles."
All right. It is Misha's turn. What do you think Misha's doing with his time? He's being pet by you and Ratzael at the moment.
I
Talia?
was gonna say receiving pets happily.
So he is, tail wagging it all. Virtus. You've just heard Lucina shout from atop the ladder that there seems to be some sort of trouble above.
I'm sure they can handle it. I'll pet Misha. No, I'm kidding. I'll go to make my way over to the ladder, see if I can kind of hear more. Like I would hear like a commotion going on up there. People moving about, that kind of thing.
You can certainly, as you get to the bottom of the ladder, you can certainly hear a commotion going on above.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get to the bottom of the ladder, hear that, and
Here, are you climbing the ladder at all?
yeah. So I move 20 feet there to get to the ladder. I'm gonna climb the ladder. I'm gonna attempt to do so stealthily, like try to like kind of poke my head up. I don't want to get
Alright.
ambushed as soon as
Roll stealth check with disadvantage.
Yeah, I get disadvantage anyway. So.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, no, you
Clang.
get to the top of the ladder, but your
Clang,
your
clang,
armor
clang.
is clanging as you move up. You're pretty much right at the top of the ladder right now. I'll allow you to jump up there and be at a standing position at the top of the ladder at the end of the scene,
Alright.
if you'd like.
Okay. So did that take all my movement? Because I was gonna move
That
just
was
right here.
like 30
Was it?
feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just ready an action. If someone comes up to attack Lucina or I'll counterattack.
Here, I'm just gonna move you so you're not like right at the top of the ladder, but
The ladder's a mimic.
Earthquake!
Can I move right here?
sure.
Right in front. Okay. Yeah. So just ready an action. If either of us are attacked, I'm going to counterattack.
Okay. Does this guy? Yeah. Okay. this guy moves through two of his buddies to get an angle on getting on Giovanni, and he's going to take a swing. And he crits. So that's 2d6 plus 1. Wow, those are some bad rolls. 3 plus 1, 4. You take 4 damage, Giovanni.
Got it.
And the rest, like, I'm going to say one more piles into this hallway. These guys are kind of on top of each other now. You hear someone shout, we're bottlenecking here. Some people go around, and you hear some footsteps as one seems to run off out into out of the room. And it is Giovanni's turn.
All right. I guess I'll start attacking by the one to my southwest.
Okay.
Good.
That's no good.
So far, the only damage to them has been done by them.
True.
And I'll go ahead and use that to wrap up my turn.
Okay. Talia? You certainly hear some stuff going on out there by now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bottom of the ladder, and I think that's about as far as I can get, correct?
Unless you want to dash.
I guess I'll dash.
So that's 5, 10.
And then, can I tie Misha's leash to the bottom of the ladder? Like, can you climb ladders? Did
Sure,
we
but
establish that?
I'm gonna say if you want to tie his leash up there,
That's a
I'm
turn.
gonna say that ends your turn.
Okay, I'll
So,
do that then.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke him there,
And he's gonna eat that body.
Yum.
in a little bit he will, I'm sure. Okay. This one cultist is going to slide around you here and make an attack with advantage now. And he gets a 16 on that. So I'm pretty
That'll
sure that's
just
gonna
hit.
Yeah. He does 4 damage. So it's gonna step in, do the same thing.
A fool, he moved out of his advantage range.
No, he didn't actually. But he rolled 2 5s in a row there, so that's not gonna do.
Oh no, you're right. Ha!
But it is gonna give enough room for a third one to slide in here and also make an attack with advantage. And he misses
Actually, I'm
anyways.
gonna
Wow,
riposte
you
the
rolled a
guy
3 and a 10.
real quick.
What's that?
I'm gonna riposte the guy that missed.
The
The
second
guy
one?
that's in the
Which-
middle.
Okay, yeah. Riposte away. That
There we go.
hits. Why? Wait.
11 total.
How does this work? Why did?
Wait, what the
Oh,
heck?
because do you have improved critical now or something?
No. We didn't level up.
Right.
Let's see, 1d8. No, that's right. It's 11. 1d8 plus 3
Oh,
plus
because
3
you're
plus
adding
my
superior dice
superiority
to the
die.
damage roll. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
okay, yeah, no, that wrecks him. He's dead. So, tell me about how that looked.
I would imagine that I'm kind of like flailing around, like rapier going over my head, trying to guard myself in the back, and I just get sick of trying to be fancy, and I just end up running him through as he misses his attack.
Okay. Yeah, that happens. He slides off the end of your sword and falls to the ground right here. And you hear a couple more footsteps run off. Oops. Running off down the hall.
Guys, they're going to the north.
Yeah, you hear the footsteps heading this direction.
Oh, I just straight see them. I don't know how, but I can see almost all of them.
You can see the guys over here.
No, but I can see almost the entire room to my left.
It's because they did a poor job putting in the walls here, but that's okay. Yeah. Okay, it's Rothschild's turn.
I will move to the ladder, I guess.
Okay.
20, 25. I'm behind Misha. I'm gonna end my turn there. I only have 5 more feet of movement. Oh, I can dash, can't I?
Yeah, you could.
Can
wanna
I
get up there?
dash past Misha? Get up.
Sure. So I'm gonna here. You're at the top of the ladder right now. I'm gonna say you have 15 feet of movement left.
Okay. Oh, he's surrounded. I'm just gonna scoot my boot down a little bit, and Eldritch Blast that guy.
You just dashed. You
You
don't,
just
you don't have an
dashed.
action.
All right.
I'm the only one who can do that,
I'm
I
staying
think.
behind my big metal man. Now that'll end my turn.
Okay. Lucina, you're up.
Alright, what I'm going to do is get behind him to get rid
Okay.
and
Make an attack with advantage.
okay.
Wow! How do you do this? You critical failed when you had advantage.
1 in 400, baby.
Oh,
I'm a natural
Christ.
wonder.
What do I even want to do about this?
You know what? Give me another one because that's amazing.
I'm so sad right now.
Oh, man.
I'm laughing at this.
You managed... Okay, you...
I need to see how many
You were-
times I've nat one.
Roll a
You got
d4
it.
for me.
Abby caught my joke.
Yep.
You break 4 bowstrings, even though you weren't using
You
it.
lose your grip on your short sword, and it hits Giovanni in the back and does 3 damage.
Oh, so I don't have a sword, and I'm sorry, Giovanni.
Misha's tied up at the bottom. It is Vertus's turn.
Well, swords are not throwing weapons. I should know this by now. It's all because of that stupid carpet.
That's amazing, dude.
I need to go back and just tally up how many nat ones I've had thus far, because it's got to be in the double digits at least.
It is... You have rolled a statistically improbable number of nat ones. We'll put it at that.
Yes.
Vaughn, you there, buddy?
Yeah, so I'm going to. I'll move here
Okay.
and attack the guy to my south.
Okay. Normal attack roll, not with advantage.
17,
Hits.
6.
He's bleeding pretty good. He does not like that. He's gonna slide around you here. I'm gonna say he doesn't have advantage on this because the cultist is really engaged with Giovanni right now, not with you. So he is going to make an attack roll though. 18 plus 3, so 21.
That'll hit.
D6 plus 1. Roll a 1. 2 damage.
Okay.
That is going to leave room for this other one to get in here, though. He's attacking at a 90-degree angle, not with advantage again, but he's trying to make room for his buddies to get in. That's a 3 plus a 6, so no. This guy's gonna move. All the way over here. Giovanni's turn.
All right, I'll attack the one above me.
Okay, do so with advantage. All right, that
14.
hits.
9 damage.
That'll kill him.
And I will action surge.
Okay.
And attack the one to my southwest. Actually, hold on.
Southwest or southeast?
Let's go southeast.
Okay. Regular attack roll.
13.
Does not hit. Catches it with the shield.
Yeah.
Deflects it. Talia, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna climb the ladder and see what all this fuss is about.
Alright. Pop you through the wall. So you've moved 10 feet plus the ladder is about 10 feet so far, so you have about 10 feet of movement left.
Okay. I'll step out in the front and use my sling and then.
Who are you attacking?
That one.
Okay. Catches his armor, does not do damage.
Okay.
Alright, next up is this guy.
As I see her come up and join the fray, I'm going to say, somebody watch Misha!
He's just tied up at the bottom of the ladder, he's fine.
Yeah, but I know that there's people going around, so I would be worried that they're trying to flank us that
That's a
way.
good point. Alright, this cultist is gonna step in, make an attack roll against make an attack roll against Giovanni. He rolls an 8.
Oh, whoops, my finger slipped on the riposte button.
Are you reposting this?
Oh, I had advantage on, so that was a 7, which would miss.
Yeah, no. I mean, 10 would miss too, by the way, but anyways. Another one's gonna come in too. He's not flanking you, so he doesn't have advantage, but he is gonna take a swing. And that's a 5, so that's not gonna do. A third one stacks up here. These guys move a certain amount of distance. Here, here, and there. It is Ratzael's turn.
I will Eldritch Blast this one.
Okay. Hey, that's a hit.
Hey, for 1 damage. And then I will scoot behind Talia.
Yes, hide behind the buff druid.
You tickle his back. He didn't seem to like it if it makes you feel any better.
A little better.
It is Lucina's turn. You do not currently have a short sword.
I know. Where would you say that landed? Probably right
like
here?
on the ground between. No. It's like on the ground between Giovanni and the dead cultist right now.
Okay.
I'll allow you to use half your movement to pick it up. Kind of like getting up from prone.
Okay, I can do that. Because I'll pick it up, and then, let me see, half my movement, that'd be 15 feet, because we're rounding down.
Alright, so you move 5 feet to pick it up, you use half your movement to pick it up, and then that's
Yeah, so
20
if I
feet
was
spent, you'd have 10 left.
I'd have 15 because I have 35
30 or
movement.
5, never mind.
Yeah, because I'm special. So, just saying there. Oh yeah, I have my bonus movement, my bonus cunning action, so I will take the long way around, going up over, down, over.
Okay. Alright,
To
so
get
you
the
dash
flanking
as yep, you dash as a cunning action, you move behind him, take an attack roll with advantage.
Let's hope second verse isn't the same as the first. That's
Oh,
a nat
that's
20.
a critical hit.
Okay, so that... Oh, shit, that means I get to double my sneak attack, too. That's awesome.
Let's see here.
It says all damage.
I don't know about that.
It
It
says,
does. You roll.
It does.
You double all damage dice.
Yeah,
Wow.
He only
think
has
that
4
boy's
health
dead.
anyways, so he's super dead. Oops. Yeah. Describe that move to me.
Okay, so as I'm moving around, I'm assuming he's watching because Virtus has got plenty of cover. He's watching me. I get up to him, go from the bottom right, about where his hip is, up to his left shoulder in a diagonal, across both shoulders, down diagonally from the left to the right hip, up the center, and then just stab in the center.
Pretty good.
No
Misha
kill like
is
overkill.
chilling at the bottom of a ladder. It is Virtus's turn.
All right. First of all, I'm going to start my turn by looking at all of the cultists here and just saying, you've seen your brethren fall. Unless you want to face the same fate, you should flee.
Make a intimidation roll with disadvantage.
No,
No, they're not having it.
all right, then I attack the guy to my south.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Your sword clings off the shield, and he kind of he parries it and knocks your sword away. Your sword lands over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that he's gonna try to move back and make an attack roll on you immediately. Like he kind of parries your sword away and instantly goes to stab. I'm gonna grant him advantage on this because like you're sort of taken aback by the fact that you've just lost your sword. And the best he rolls there is a 9, so that's not gonna do it. But yeah, that's some more shit happening off screen. And that's going to be their turn. Giovanni.
Let's go with the one just beneath me.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Roll 20 is trying really hard.
What's that?
Roll 20 is trying really hard. It's going kind of slow. It's
Yeah, bad server stuff. Okay, yeah, he looks upon death's door, but he's still standing. You get him good.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Well, that's it.
Expecting him
No,
to
like,
die?
that's
You're not
my
used to
turn.
you're not used to people not dying when you stab them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how many other people I've actually stabbed but haven't killed in the same attack. It's kind of perplexing to me, really.
Talia, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up and attack the closest enemy.
Do so with advantage. Not gonna do it.
10. Okay, never mind.
Alright, well, once again, you guys have managed to close this in to the point where it's traffic jam. They don't really have room to move around again. Which means that the 2 cultists are still going to attack on Giovanni. But
This time it's not my fault.
It's still mine.
Yes, but it's not my fault.
it's a 9 and a 15 from the to.
Nope and nope. And
Okay.
I will repost the one just below me, I guess.
All right. That hits.
Ooh, live that.
That
I
is.
guess I should have reposted the other one, but oh well, whatever.
That is. Let's see here. 19 points of damage. That is 17 points of overkill.
You killed his ghost.
Describe that to me.
So so my last attack, I kind of jab it down through his abdomen, and I see that I missed his spleen by like centimeters, so I'm kind of annoyed about that. He goes in for his attack. I riposte and lunge back into him, and as I do, in my offhand, I bring the torch to his face and kind of shove him against the wall, torch in his face and everything, and say, "Oops," and just kind of bring it back.
Okay. So there he is. He dies before he can even scream from the torch being applied to his face. But he has a well-singed face and slides off the end of your sword and falls pretty much right on top of the second dead body there. That's going to be difficult terrain now.
Who
Ratzael.
killed the one above me? Does anyone remember?
You did, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, 3. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lucina
I'm
didn't do it.
keeping
She
kill
didn't have a
count.
sword at the time. Ratzael, you're up.
I will move down and yell at Talia to duck. Then I will fire an arc blast at the
Okay.
snake.
I'll do.
Oh yeah, that hits.
A 7 damage.
He is still standing, but he is bloodied. He's not looking great. Lucina.
Okay, so how are we treating corpses? Difficult terrain?
Yeah, we'll call it difficult terrain for now.
Okay, because I've learned my lesson with the bow. I'm going in for another attack. On that guy, would that be advantage or no?
Yes, because Giovanni and Talia are flanking.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Despite that, you
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
still
You get
catch a shield.
advantage, even though angle-wise you shouldn't.
What's that?
I said it's funny. You get advantage, even though angle-wise you shouldn't. Like just because of
Yeah,
Talia and I.
I use a simple form of granting advantage. Or I just think, like, even though, like, angle-wise, like, I think anytime you have two people flanking, that is thoroughly distracting them to the point where any piling on top of that is doing it. And that's kind of the system I use for advantage.
Mm.
Which,
Guys, we've evolved into Cobalt.
yeah.
Pack
I learned
tactic.
pack tactics from Misha.
I'm not going to bother using my inspiration that I just remembered I had and could have avoided throwing my sword.
Yeah, same here. I
Probably.
forgot I had that. Yeah,
I'm not going to bother using that.
probably should have used that on my nat 1. So
Same. But it's funnier this way.
Nisha is chilling at the bottom of a ladder. It is Virtus's turn.
all right, so I'm gonna look at the guy, say, "I gave you a chance." I'm gonna stow my shield on my back and pull out Landragos's great sword and attack him.
Oh, hot damn.
Oh, I thought you were going to punch him.
That's a hit.
Oh, wow.
That kills him.
That was max damage.
So tell me about how that looks.
Well, I pretty sure I'm just about cleaved him in 2, or at least attempted to.
Alright, so you managed to find a hole in his like between the chain shirt and the rest of his armor there, and you managed to get your sword in there, and you probably make it about halfway through his body, before the rest of the chain shirt slows you down enough to stop.
And then I'm gonna rip out the great sword, and I'm just gonna look, just dead eye, right over to these cultists. Just glare.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo.
What's glare? Their defense falls or something like that?
This isn't Pokemon. Da, 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 da.
Actually, I can move after that, right?
Sure.
So I'm gonna do more than glare. I'm gonna walk up right here.
Okay, Giovanni.
Okay. I'm kind of thinking my roll 20 is frozen. Oh, there we go. It's just real slow.
Bad server
I'll
connection.
attack.
Yeah, maybe try
Yeah,
leaving and
my
coming
fault.
back if it keeps going like that.
Wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Go, rapier attack. Go. Go across the internet.
It's not doing great at the moment.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw a 10 go across, but
Yep.
that's all I saw.
yep, it went. That's not gonna do.
Okay. I'm gonna reconnect. Go for it.
Okay, Talia.
Okay, I'm gonna move around and try and peek around the corner up above us.
Where are you going? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm yelling, that's just a bedroom!
Oh.
She didn't
Thanks for the
know.
warning.
She didn't know.
And I also yell back, there's nothing in it anymore!
Yep, they already
Okay.
looted it.
Never
You,
mind.
you
Yeah,
see
I
a bed
looted
and
that
2
thing.
trunks.
I'm gonna dash back into this room then, I guess.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I think these guys have gotten the idea from Vertus's warning. And they're gonna run away. Make an attack of opportunity against this cultist if you'd like.
If he
And
runs, I'll just
Giovanni.
let him go.
I won't.
That's not gonna do. Lots of
Yes.
10s.
I
A lot
missed
of
it
ones,
intentionally.
too. How many ones? 1, 2, 4? Jeez, 5. 5 ones this session.
Ratsaya?
I will. Oh, they're all gone. I just will move up here. Call it a day.
You gonna prepare any actions or anything?
Can I search the bodies?
Yeah, you can if you want.
I will poke around, see if there's anything interesting.
All right, you start searching them. You notice that the dead guards have some pretty ornate like dragon styled scabbards that they were keeping like their swords in. Although they have spears, so I don't really know how that works out.
I'm sorry, what was it? What am I adding to the list?
So the 2 guards, the one that Lucine is more or less standing on top of, and the one to the south of Rotzela right now, have
Yeah,
two like dragon detailed scabbards. Like it has like dragon imagery on it.
Got it.
As you start searching the guards too, they have a assortment of coins and gems worth a total of 100 or not 100, 80 gold pieces. So you can more or less just add 80
Also
gold to
got
your
it.
loot there.
Okay, 2 scabbards, 80 gold worth of stuff.
That'll end my turn.
So as soon as everyone starts doing that, I'm gonna be going back to the ladder, and I'm gonna be trying to push Misha up the ladder.
you have rope? Rope would be better. Just pull.
I'll walk over.
Wait, we out of combat or are we out of combat?
Are you gonna give chase to these guys at all?
I was gonna move there and just I can't see any. I can see one of them, but they're running. But I don't think I'd be able to see it normally because that's kind of a weird angle.
I'll grant it to you. Like, if you can see him, you can see him.
Really? Because I see just a tiny sliver here where there's a wall here.
I know,
and a wall there.
I think
weird.
I think the walls are pretty thin. If you can see it, I'm granting it to you. You can see
it. Okay.
I'll let you react accordingly upon that knowledge. You can probably hear them kind of running down those corridors too.
I'd probably look here, think about it for a second, then think about the kobolds again. It's like, okay, that's probably not the best idea I've had before. But I'll just stand here and wait in case they come back.
Are you going to ready in action at all?
Yeah, it's right there readying. If one comes back, I'm going to slash them. Because I don't like returnees.
Okay. Misha's at the bottom of the ladder, hanging out. Virtus?
Here, Misha. Come on, Misha.
I'm gonna walk back over and pick up my longsword.
Okay.
And I'll dash to get back down where Misha's at.
Okay. You're heading towards the ladder. That's fine. You see Misha chilling at the bottom of the ladder. It's hanging out. Okay. I just need to make some measurements here. Giovanni, what are you doing with your turn here? Knowing that the two people have pretty much run away?
How's it look, Lucina?
They're still running.
You can see them?
Yep. I see one. And I saw the other one before I moved back to the corner.
Giovanni would be going down back down the ladder to be with Vaughn and Misha.
Okay.
And I guess to be... Oh, you know, I can dash, so I'll just dash down.
Okay. So, here. I'll just... Oops. Alright, I'm going to say you make it down to here. Or, well. So you can actually see Misha. There you go.
Misha!
Talia, how are you spending the 6 seconds after these cultists take off?
I'll move to the top of the ladder and remind Brutus about the leash tied up, and then kind of like encourage Misha to try and climb up the ladder.
Okay. Alright, Lucina, you managed to pretty much just see these two guys sprint away. And they're heading this way. Towards the right. Like one dove behind this wall for a second, and then crossed back over and went right.
Okay, now that's got me concerned because that's something that fleeing people don't do. They don't double back like, oh wait, no, I don't want to go left.
Okay. Lucina, are you going to pursue these two?
I would do so stealthily because I have no idea what's around these corners.
I'm gonna keep combat order then. Ratsael, what are you doing with your with your turn?
I am just gonna go try to help get. Actually, I saw Lucina dash over there.
Yeah.
I will go wander over there. I guess I'll ready an Eldritch Blast in case I see someone.
Okay. Lucina? Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I'm just.
like pursue them stealthily?
Yes. So,
Make a stealth check.
I was about to say.
Okay, yeah, you can move up to your normal movement without
Okay,
while
I'm just
staying hidden.
probably stop there for a second. Oh,
Okay, so what you see right now? Hang on.
yeah, I see something.
This chamber is mostly empty, except for a few overturned boxes, broken items, scattered coins.
Which one, the left or the
The left.
right?
The left.
Okay,
Oh, and by the way, let me.
because I see just a
I need to
little
make. I
alcove
need to
to
make.
the right.
Yeah, I need to make a small adjustment here.
No problem.
That's probably about right.
Okay.
So you can sort of see like to your right, there's like a there's kind of like folded rock, it's kind of a passageway that opens up into another passageway. Like it takes sort of a sharp corner, so you can't really see around it. But there's a path to the right. To your left, you see a room that has some like overturned crates. You see some shiny stuff on the floor. You can't really tell what it is so much. A few broken items, and you see a cultist who on the ground who appears to be unconscious. And that's what you see. And you've used about 15 feet of your movement.
Yeah. So. Doing down the right, I'm going to, let's see. Okay, so I can get into there. Okay, I see that it's just him.
He is snoring loudly right now.
Now, quick question. Would I be able to use my cunning action to get to him, or would that break stealth? As long as I'm not dashing, that is. Because I have 5 more feet and I can get to him.
I'm going to say because he is passed out, you can maintain stealth while dashing.
Okay, then. Well, I mean, I don't need a dash. I just did a double check my movements. I thought it was 5 more feet, but, yeah, let's,
I mean, you're using your cunning action to dash, is what I'm saying.
Yes. My cunning action movement in general.
Well, and what are you doing?
I was going to try and tie him up.
Okay. Yeah, you start throwing rope around and start tying him up, and he's not responding to this. Like, he's just there. Okay. All right. So you guys trying to help Misha up the ladder?
I actually envisioned us playing Go Fish, to be honest. I really just imagine Virtus and I and Misha sitting in kind of a circle at the base of this ladder playing
Dogs playing poker.
And, I mean, Misha can't really play Go Fish, but I'm kind of helping him. Like, we're just trying to make it work, but...
Okay.
It's like playing with a toddler.
I guess we could move Misha up, I mean...
Alright, actually, do me a favor. Make a perception check for me. Both Virtus and Giovanni.
Perception?
Can Misha make one, too?
Actually, yeah. Make a perception check for Misha, too, if you would mind. Abby?
I just want Misha to feel included.
Go, Misha.
Okay. Giovanni, you can hear from back towards this passage. Well, hang on. Back towards this passage up here. You can hear footsteps.
I don't know what passage that is. I'm assuming that's
the one that you guys
the first
came
time.
from when you entered this chamber. The one that leads back towards the Cobalt Barracks.
Man, if they're...
I'll look at this and I'll say, Furtis, do you hear that?
We should probably go check that out.
Should untie Misha. This will be fun.
Are you untying Misha?
Yeah, I'll untie Misha.
And you're kind of like leading him, like pointing him towards that direction, towards up here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say he probably moves up to about here, and he's looking into the darkness. Vertus, it's your turn.
All right. I'll just move up to see if I can see anything. Looks like the same old cave. So I'm just gonna continue to move up a bit farther. Dash action, check it out.
Okay. You hear the footsteps getting louder now.
And I'm gonna yell back. I think they're coming from this way.
Gotcha.
And sure enough, coming around the corner, you see a guy with a shield. He's there.
Okay.
Giovanni?
I'll move up to Misha and kind of look at Misha, and then try to like get onto Misha.
Make an animal
Don't
handling check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear.
Misha bucks you off. He's not having it.
Fine, have it your way, and I guess I'll 5, 10, 20. All right. Help you play cards and you don't freaking charge into battle together. Fine. Oh, you know what? Did that take an action, or can I just sprint up?
You can sprint if you want. I'll let you go the rest of the way.
Cool. Oh, hey, there they are.
It's your turn, Talia.
Okay, I'm gonna hop down the ladder, and do I see Giovanni trying to get on Misha?
You probably did spot that, yeah.
I'm gonna watch him do that and then drop the leash and sprint away. And so I'm gonna go up to Misha, grab the leash, and then move forward as much as I can with Misha.
Okay.
So he's already moved.
So move as far as you're gonna move.
And I'll dash up to where we are.
Okay. Cultists. These guys are just stacking up behind this guard, seeing you guys down the hall. Ratsail probably has no idea what's going on at this point. He's in the middle of everything. Wow. What are you spending your turn doing? Kai, your mic is muted. Not sure if you're aware.
You might be hacking up along right now, so.
That is possible.
I was coughing. I'm sorry. Man, I don't know what's going on. People just disappearing around me.
We're standing by yourself.
Would it be the first time we were turned invisible?
I'll move back with all the bodies. And then I guess I'll dash down the ladder.
Okay. I'll put you at the bottom of it.
Alright. That'll be it for me.
Alright, Lucina. You've successfully tied up a dude.
Yep, and
He continues to snore loudly.
anything sharp nearby him? Like sword, Knife.
He's got a scimitar.
Well, I'm taking that. That's mine now.
Okay.
Let me just.
He
have
doesn't
that.
react to this. You yank the scimitar out of the scabbard he has, and he just sort of tips over, still passed out.
Well, in that case, now
Reeks
that
of alcohol.
okay, now I'm positive he's not going to wake up anytime soon. So I'm just going to dash towards where the other way went. So as my I was going to use probably 2 dash actions. So I got 140 feet I can
I don't
move.
think you can do that. I actually suppose you could.
I have my cunning
Yeah.
action, my normal dash.
I was just trying to think, can you stack dashes? And I guess you could, because
Yeah.
it's an action and a bonus action.
Right. So let's just.
I guess it depends how it words it. If it says you can take your dash as a bonus action, it means that you're taking it as a bonus action in place of an action.
Yeah.
Like it replaces it. Because I have something like that called a Shield Master that I could take a shove as a bonus action because normally it's an action. So I can't do 2 shoves, at least as far as I know. It's just like changing the way it works, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, cunning action every time or in combat, which is now technically, I can use a bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide.
Right. Because, I mean, by definition, a dash allows you to move up to your speed as an action. His cunning action allows him to do it as a bonus action. So if there's no reason why he couldn't action and bonus action to do it same turn.
Nice. Yeah, so if that's the way it works, I might actually be
At least
able
that's my
to
interpretation.
shove twice. Okay,
Right.
cool. Good to know. Yeah.
And okay, my first dash, I'd probably just get to about here, and I think I recognize this room. Also, there's a giant T there, but I know the room.
You recognize this as the entrance to the cave, and what you realize that that this passage always existed. It's just it was kind of disguised against the rock wall. Like if you didn't walk up to it, it wasn't obvious.
Right.
And no one kind of walked over to it, and no one investigated it very well. So, which is why you guys just sort of interpret it as a rock wall.
Okay, well, I'm going to use the last 5 feet of my bonus dash to jump down because
it's not even a jump down. It's literally you turn a corner. Like
just a walk down then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, do you remember what happened with my Tiefling Ranger? We're doing that again.
Giving it the old runaround?
Yep.
I kind of was thinking about that.
Okay, so.
Alright, it is Misha's turn.
Let's just. I see people.
How much movement? I guess you had 90 feet, huh?
Yeah,
those
I have
guys.
100...
Those guys. You keep on dashing. You see those guys going out of moving towards. Outside the cave. Like they're running for the exit.
Okay, well, I made a mistake in my topology of the map, but it doesn't matter. I was going to be running the other way, but doesn't matter. I already committed.
Yeah. Okay. It is Misha's turn. Talia, you see Vertus and Giovanni stacking up near that stairway you guys came down before. You hear footsteps coming from there. And Misha looks like it's looking for some blood.
Alright. So Misha's movement, can she move or can he move now? Can I delay it so he moves when I move?
Sure.
So
okay, I will move him down into the initiative order to be pretty much in sync with you.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, Misha delays his turn. Vertus, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. 25. I'm gonna run up and wait. I can run up here and confront these people.
You're just going in.
Am I looking at the map right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll run up and confront them. And
Mad mode.
Same thing.
Like it.
Yep. Same thing. I'm gonna give them a chance to flee. If they want to pass and get away, I'll let them.
Make an intimidation check with disadvantage.
After I just cut a guy in two, couldn't it at least be neutral?
They didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. I thought one of them did. Oh, well.
I think okay. So the cultists, in the back seem kind of like undeterred by this, but actually this like mercenary type guy up front, he seems kind of scared of you actually. And I think he kind of like says he kind of looks around and he says, if they came from Mondash's chamber, she must already be dead. This isn't worth it. He turns tail to run pretty much.
All right, I'll let him, and then I'll just ready an attack action for if any of the others come into my range.
10, 15, 25, 30. He's out of there. And he's going to dash away. Giovanni?
Oh, hold on, too far. I moved just below Vaughn.
Okay. You taking a swing or anything? Oh, you put yourself through the wall.
What? Wait.
Huh? This crosses over. Like this tunnel crosses under a previous chamber, so I set up walls there, and you just put yourself on the other side of it.
Okay, no, my bad. That makes so much more sense from an early perspective. I thought this looked like a random little tunnel. Yeah, I'll go ahead and poke him.
All right, give him a poke. Give him a poke. That was an insufficient poke.
Yeah, I'm not very good at poking today.
Yeah. Okay, Talia, you are in control of Misha.
Misha and I will use our actions and dash up to the action, I guess.
All right, move both of yourselves. Did you just put yourself through the wall too?
I'm not sure.
Can you see the chamber with the fungus?
No.
Okay, then you're fine. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, these cultists are like, fuck it, they're going in. First this one's gonna square up on Bertus, because he does not like you. He rolls a critical miss.
And also, I readied an action to attack him if he got in range.
So yeah, you can attack him. I'm going to grant you advantage on this because he critically missed on his attack, so he kind of opened himself up here.
Okay. So 23.
That hits.
And 13.
Oh, we can't even get into the consequences of what he just did because he dies. Tell me about it.
I mean, as he's running by, he swings, misses. I'm just going to go for the most efficient, clean kill I can. Just long sword straight to the heart. Pull it out and push him aside, ready for the others to come my way.
All right, so yeah, you do this. You skewer him right through the heart and kind of raise your shield up to the other two cultists as they come in. And this guy's seeing this happen, kind of stumbles a bit on his attack. He's gonna make it with disadvantage from being somewhat deterred by watching you skewer his buddy through the heart and discard him in one shot. That is a 13, which I know it's not going to hit your armor class.
No.
And the third one's going to step up diagonal of Giovanni and make an attack roll against him. Also critically missing. Wow. He's going to roll damage. 4 + 1 on hit and hit his friend in the back by accident.
You know what it is they're so scared because they see Virtus wearing Landragos's armor.
That's scary. I forgot about that. Yeah, so that hits. He hits that dude. He hits his friend in the back, and his friend is bloodied. And that is his turn. Ratsael, you are somewhere.
Everyone's running away from me.
He's
Go
blue.
left, Lucina leaves. You go right, everyone else leaves.
Now I don't even see anyone. I'm gonna
you
dash.
hear a whole lot of violence happening up here.
Okay, I'll dash to that point.
Okay.
Alright, that's it.
Lucina, you see two men fleeing from the cave.
Is it safe to say they're gone, considering their turn was 2 turns ago?
You're much faster than these guys are, and they don't have a bonus action to cunning dash away. Or so no, you're making ground on these guys if you want them. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You're right though. I forgot to move these guys. They were running. These guys are pretty much outside the mouth of the cave right now.
Yeah, but more pressing matters because I remember hearing that other people were going around, and I can only assume that bad times are being had. So I'm going to dash, jump down. I should have like 15 feet if I'm going to assume that jump is so.
Yeah, it takes no movement pretty much.
Get to like there, and then continue with my normal dash action.
Pretend you're not looking at a wall right here because
25,
it's actually the
30.
normal.
30.
Maybe the fungus will get him.
35. Oh, hey guys!
All right, but yeah, you're
I
seeing.
moved there.
Yeah,
I don't want to fall into that room.
You're seeing
keep
the
falling
chamber right now.
What?
God damn, this 3-dimensional thing, and you guys stacking on top of each other. You don't actually have this. You're 5 feet back where you were placed before, but I'm gonna leave you there so
Okay.
you're
I'll just.
seeing what you would be seeing.
Yeah, I didn't fall into the nether.
Virtus.
All right, I will attack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
17.
Hits.
And
What
6.
just happened? Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Describe that kill to me.
So I'm gonna do the same thing I did to his friend, just sword to the chest.
Okay. You efficiently take care of him and kick him off the end of your blade, leaving one man, who is not having a good time. Boy, these guys have been doing a lot of running. Lucina, incidentally, coming around the corner, you see this guy. He seems to be charging away from this whole mess.
Oh.
Giovanni. Then there was one.
Stab.
Oh, that's how.
Stab,
Okay,
stab,
I
stab.
see.
Hit. Hey, we're back on track with one-shotting people. Describe the kill.
So hold on.
Also, Jake, I just saw what you posted in fucking Discord.
I was watching that. I'll go ahead and run him through, and as I slide him off my blade, I'll be like 12.
Sorry, guy.
All right. So Talia, things have seemed to be handled here.
Cool.
I'm going to clear action. Does anyone intend to chase down the guard who just took off?
I mean, I can see him. Can
you
he
can
see
see
me?
him.
Well, I mean,
but of the 3 people down that tunnel there, is anyone going to take chase after him?
No,
No.
I'd be going back. Well, I guess I'd be trying to figure out where they came through. Seems shorter than going back.
So where are you heading?
Okay. Oh, I hate trackpads. I'd be going from the direction which I would interpret that they came, like, to get here.
So
asking
you're
me,
heading
I
back
can't.
towards the ladder, like where they took off away from the barracks, or you're heading back towards the direction you already came?
Back up this way.
Are you going like? Are you sprinting at all? Or are you just sort of like moving gingerly to take a look behind?
No, Giovanni's way too tired to sprint. He's like,
Okay.
he's
I'm gonna
about
clear
ready to
combat
put down his
order except
bedroll.
for everyone except for this guard and Lucina. So I think, and well, where's Ratzael going? He's coming this way too. So. All right, Lucina, you see a guard running at you.
Well,
You don't know what happened below there, so
yep, I can only assume the worst. So, what do I do?
yeah.
Yeah, that is a clean line of sight. That's no way he doesn't see me. 25 feet. Well, you know what really doesn't work on them? My physical attacks. You know what might work on them? Fire.
That hits. Good damage. She is not quite bloodied.
Mm-hmm. And then for my movement, right there, and then since there shouldn't be line of sight, I'm gonna cunning action to hide. Unless it can't hide behind a single pillar.
Make a stealth roll. Yeah, okay. He also, like, this guy's a human dude, and it's dark in here.
Oh, he can't
doesn't
see
have dark
shit.
vision, so, yeah, he's actually not doing great. I think he just dashes through. You see him go. You see him go to there, running away.
Mm.
Would you like to take another shot at his back as he goes?
Yes.
All right, well,
And
move up to the corner and do your thing.
yeah. Right, because jeez, I can't see him because of the weirdness of 3D. There we go.
Yeah, shit, that's right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move here just for simplicity's sake.
I'm also just gonna I'm gonna do a thing. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Oh. I just keep blinking into existence for you
We're
guys.
gonna delete the walls. These are done. We don't need these.
Okay, so there we go. Now, does sneak attack account for magic as well? Because that seems louder than.
I think you can technically do it anytime you are attacking while unseen,
Right.
or you have advantage, or you have a friendly within 5 feet. So yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything saying one way or the other.
So yeah, that hits. You can roll. I'll allow you to roll sneak attack on that too.
I think he's dead. That's 13
I
damage.
might have to
plus...
audit that later because technically, like, I feel like sneak attack's supposed to be like bonus physical damage, which this isn't.
That's what I was wondering
for these
about.
Purposes, he dies. Okay,
Yay.
we're going to break initiative order. We're done here. We are out of combat.
Okay, well,
You guys are scattered all over the fucking place.
did that guy have anything, or was it just another scabbard?
He has another scabbard and another 40 gold worth of stuff.
Oh, I'm taking 40 gold. I don't care about the scabbard.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna make my way back around. Oh, what? I'm over here now. Now I'm over here. Oh, hey guys, you're alive. That's good. I thought you were killed.
Do you really think so little of us?
Well, I saw one guy running this way, and I figured, the only reason he'd be running back is if someone died.
Or he was afraid?
Because I didn't think it'd be that, scary.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of figured. I was
Yeah.
a little bit of Calvin ball there. I was just
Yeah.
trying. We've spent the entire first hour of doing this one combat encounter. I kind of just wanted it to be over.
Yeah, and if you said that, I would just want to use a short bow and probably missed.
Guys, where are you?
Oh, right.
What happened?
Oh, I played Ring Around the Rosie and killed a guard. Oh, and I tied another guard up. He's in the other room, and he's probably not going to wake up on his own. So
Where did everyone go? What the heck?
we went this way.
Ooh.
We went this way across the totally not gap.
Yeah. So you guys,
Oh.
You guys are
Follow
probably
my
meeting up
avatar.
back up in this chamber over here. After not seeing each other for a significant amount of time.
Man, it's been like 5 minutes since I last saw you guys.
Actually, that entire thing probably took less than 2 minutes, but
I don't know. I was running for a bit.
I mean, it only took us about an hour and 15 minutes to get through. So good game time to real time ratio there.
Right, that time dilation going on.
So, yeah, now I think it's time to report back about what I got, because, yeah, we got maps, and I got a guy tied up in that other room that I ran.
All right, so yeah, let's review, because some of you guys were in this combat encounter, never got actually a chance to see what the maps are up in Frulan Mandath's chambers. So,
oh, I grabbed those. I grabbed those when I saw them. I didn't even leave them. I just no, these are mine.
But right, so you see, spread open on one of the tables is a simple map of the green fields area showing the villages the cult attacked and looted. An arrow is sketched in from the green fields towards the west and the town of Baragost on the tradeway, where the arrow turns north. A separate sheet of paper is covered with numerals and columns contains the note, everything must be freighted north to Naratar. Resmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. Other papers are of less interest. Most of them have bad poetry about dragons. That was with what you guys found in the chambers up here. And yeah, since then, not a whole lot's been going on. So as a brief aside, just to bring us back to reality here, again, remember you have 3 dragon eggs back in this chamber towards your southeast that you need to deal with. You have a guard barracks up here. You have the person that Lucina tied up over here. And but you intuit that based on that map, you know where they're going now, and you know that you're supposed to take this information to Leosin or his contact. What's his name? Shit. His contact
Antharr Froom
in Elturel.
Yeah, Antharr Froom.
Well, shall we complete our circuit through the cave?
Oh yeah, I can show you a way we could have gone around and killed these guys first.
But first, goldfish.
Ah yes, everyone loves goldfish breaks.
Are we gonna take these eggs with us?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we need the carpet from Mondath's chamber, though, the rug.
Alright, well let's...
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, but you really needed to phrase that better.
So we walk back up into the chamber?
Yeah, because I would want to show people the drunk guard I tied up.
And just as a note, I can carry 1 egg by myself, so we just need to figure out a way to get the other 2 out.
We'll get Misha a backpack.
We'll just teach you to juggle.
How strong is Misha? I'm gonna pull up Misha's character sheet. Misha's hella strong. Actually.
Can anyone make a backpack?
I mean, I have a backpack. I think everyone does if they started with a
I'm just gonna move all
kit.
of you together. That way we can just keep this.
Yeah.
So,
let's just get to the guy.
Can anyone make a Misha backpack?
We can probably get one made if we make it to a town.
Alright, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Doesn't seem like
Moving everyone up here. Alright, so up
I
here.
wonder if they have any harnesses in that room.
In which room?
Any dragon. In the one where we got Misha.
No harnesses. Lots of like whips, chains, collars, and stuff like that, but not like a carrying harness or anything. All right. So again, you guys come up. You guys see this room for the first time. Lucina's seeing it for the second time.
Yep.
So you guys get a chance to look around a little bit more now. So there's a few overturned boxes, broken items, scattered coins, a few small gems. It looks like this is where they were storing all their treasure prior to evacuating. You guys can take a few minutes to go and collect all the stuff you find around the room. It's only worth a total of 16 gold pieces total. The stuff that you find in this room.
What
And
a bunch of
you
junk.
have a stinking drunk, passed out cultist who Lucina tied up, and he is unconscious right now.
Where's his drink? What was he drinking?
There's an empty bottle of like whiskey. It's just like you don't even know what it is. It's just like it's like one of those like empty bottles, brown label. It just has 3 X's on it.
Basically, it's Looney Tunes liquor.
Yeah.
Well, he was clearly drinking the best of the X's. I mean, it's got 3. That's got to be good. I don't know.
You guys are conversing loudly in here. He's still
I
snoring.
poke him.
Huh?
I poke him.
You're going to need to do a lot more than that.
It has no effect.
I tied him up and he
What?
didn't even move.
You poke him?
Well-
No, yeah, that doesn't wake him up.
Unless you poke him with your rapier.
No, yeah, I mean that's what I was meaning.
Oh, you're executing him?
No!
No, 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 no.
I would say no. I tied him
How
up.
hard are you poking him with your rapier?
Oh, not with my rapier, with a dagger.
How hard are you poking him with your dagger?
18 hard.
Roll damage on that.
About a 6 out of 11.
Okay.
Hard.
Jesus.
You poke him pretty good, and that's enough for him to wake with a start going, ah!
Oh, I want to specify. I did poke him in the foot. I didn't like just jab him in the abdomen.
I poked him in the neck.
Still, that was a pretty good poke. He wakes with a start, and like he looks like he's like having a heart attack right now.
I start chest compressions.
I mean,
I'm not medically trained, so.
okay, let me clarify. He's not actually in cardiac arrest. He's still.
I'm yelling, who knows the number for 911?
Okay, yeah, you start doing chest compression. It's like, what? Wait, what are you doing? Stop. This
Trying
man
to
looks
stop
thoroughly
your
confused.
heart
He's
now.
slurring his words, but he seems to be in a lot of pain. He's very scared right now.
Well, are we gonna leave any witnesses?
Well, first, don't you want to ask him, like, questions? Or, like,
No.
oh, well, then why did you, then I shouldn't have tied him up, huh?
Oh God.
Jesus.
Oh Christ. Okay. What did you do? Slit his throat?
No, I just got him really good. Like, I got the big toe. Like, I'm pretty
He
sure I
stubbed
meant to
his
stab
toe.
him in the foot, and
What's happening? Are you guys questioning this guy? Or what are you doing?
I was trying to question him.
I don't know.
Apparently, we're just torturing him.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at that point.
Giovanni has had enough.
Giovanni's just
Giovanni,
kind of
go to
sick being
sleep.
in this
You're
cage.
He's not
cranky.
even in the room.
No, he's not. He's out in the hall.
I'm
He's
right
throwing
here.
that dagger.
I'm literally right next to you. What are you talking about?
I don't think this updated.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, my torch.
I thought you just hit him with the foot because you were throwing your dagger.
No, I was in the room next to you guys.
Okay. Anyways,
I have my torch back.
all right. So this guy starts yelling, like he's like yelling towards the guard barracks that you guys already cleared out. He's like, "Help! Help! Someone! I need!" And there's no response.
Okay. I'm just because of this. I'm just Giovanni, go take a nap. You're cranky. You're not you. Actually, you probably are you, but just go take a nap.
I kind of scramble around the floor in darkness and go take a nap.
Do you not
in
have
the
your torch?
corner.
Like, what's happening here?
No, it got deleted. I don't know
shows
how.
You should have one in your inventory, like in the
Where are you? Okay, I'm just gonna start
player character
sliding you
torch.
around. Are you okay? Where are you located right now?
Right by the party, southeast corner of that room.
Reconnect to the game. You're totally
Now, okay. Now I'm
decent.
left of Talia.
Okay. Do you have your torch?
Now I do. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay, does anyone want to ask any questions? What's your plan for this guy?
I was like,
Throw my torch at him.
It lands next to him.
Why?
He's frightened.
okay,
Go ahead.
no, go for it. I was just
Why are you planning on marching up the Sword Coast?
He's because that's where we were told to go. And he starts fidgeting, trying to get out of his restraints.
You guys, how far north do you plan on going?
He doesn't answer you. He just keeps on fidgeting, trying to get out. He's
I
doing it
back-
drunkenly, and it's not going very well for him.
I backhand him across the face.
Make an intimidation roll.
Uh, 13.
He drunkenly like slurs at you. He's like, "I'm not telling you nothing."
Well, you can either tell us something, or I can let my cranky friend there in the corner finish you off. And I don't think
Already.
he's gonna hit your foot this time.
He's like, "Let me at him. I'll break his teeth."
Can I knock him unconscious with the club that I have?
Sure.
yeah. We can just turn him into some sort of authorities that like
Nah,
it.
you just do it. He's done.
Okay. He's tied up, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright, let's leave him here.
no, I say we take him back to some sort of authority so we can get a reward for turning in some crazy cultist.
You think they're gonna reward us?
I mean,
I
we're
think-
gonna try to drag him all the way back to Green Nest.
We
Mm.
already have to drag all those dragon eggs back. You really want to drag a surly drunkard too?
Well, I don't think he'd be drunk the entire time, but I don't know. I don't know how alcohol works. Maybe he will be drunk the whole time.
He's gonna be drunk for a while, judging by how he was just now.
Meanwhile, in his sleep, Giovanni just stabs at thee.
Giovanni, are you killing him?
God, yes, I want out of this cave. Giovanni was so sick of this cave by now, and I've personally killed a dozen of these guys, and now we're just
Same.
All right, you walk up and you just you take your rapier and you just sort of stick in. While everyone's discussing what you should do with him, you walk up and you just stick the rapier in his throat, and some blood gushes out, and you sort of just step away from him.
Well,
I'm just gonna say, if you get any on my rope, you owe me a new one.
oh Jesus! I walked back and I'm like, let's go get those damn eggs and get out of this cave.
Do you want to finish sleeping? Because you guys need sleep.
No,
Okay.
go
are you-
into the eggs.
Okay. I'm just gonna pick all of you up and move you to the eggs.
Okay.
Ratsael and Giovanni are like, I want to go home.
What's happened here?
I mean, not that I mind the dark of the cave. Wow, I'm not in that room at all.
Hang
Oh,
on.
I'm on a
There we
pillar.
go. The cultist didn't come with you. He's dead.
Alright.
He just tagged along, you know.
There we go.
God, we've killed a lot of crap.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, you guys. Oh, by the
gonna
way,
make
you
it-
each get 55 experience points for all the kills you just accumulated.
How many?
55.
You said something 50?
5.
I'm only-
5.
5. Okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing a number.
So yeah, I think 3,005 now.
Tabby, I think we're at 2980.
Yeah, 3005.
Alright. So we have the rug. We have a bunch of rope. Obviously, our strong man can carry one.
We have chains from where we found Misha that we can use.
So do
We could
wanna...
put them on the rug and then Misha could drag them.
Okay. We're not
Okay,
gonna
here's what we
drag
gotta do.
eggs. That's a bad idea.
Okay, have you ever...
What?
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
What did you plan to do with the rug if not drag it?
Okay, so Giovanni, being a rock scout, this world's version of an Eagle Scout, takes the rug, basically makes a stretcher out of the chains from the other room and the rug, with like chains on all four corners. Gets it underneath the eggs and says, "Everyone take a corner," and then Vertus takes a third, and Misha smiles happily and purrs.
All right, where are you guys dragging these eggs to?
Not dragging, carrying,
Okay,
and home.
Uh-huh.
Home.
home, as in you're
Sorry,
taking these back to Green Nest.
No, he means his home.
Oh,
I'm swimming them to Mintarn.
we're gonna climb aboard the SS Giovanni, taking these eggs out of here. Okay, I'm gonna say it probably takes you guys about about 20 minutes to get these eggs up and out. But you guys haul these eggs out of the camp, out of the cave. You guys make it back up to the bandit camp. It's like pretty much totally empty now. There's still the one hunter hanging out like up by his tent, and he does not seem to give a shit that you guys are hauling that any of this is going on.
Oh, I thought he would have gone home now. Don't you humans like to sleep?
Okay.
We must have a job. To
It's
do.
probably it's not quite sundown yet. It's probably about like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's kind of in the middle of summer, so you still have about 4 hours of sunlight left. Are you guys just trying to haul these things back to Green Nest? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Guys, I just I just thought of something. Who the hell are we gonna give these eggs to?
Chefs?
Like we don't even know anybody that we don't know anyone that would have any interest in a dragon egg. We know
Chefs?
Yeah, you guys have 450 pounds of egg. I don't know what your plan for it is, but
well, I know that they're valuable, but we don't know anyone we don't know anyone that collects dragons or any wizards or anything. We just
I'm
know a
sure
monk
we
and a
could
mayor.
find someone that likes dragon parts.
Like chefs? Lucina's hungry, by the way.
Yeah,
She just ran a marathon.
I gathered as much.
Well, I guess we'll just take him until God, I don't even know.
We
Dude.
gotta take him to the governor, and maybe he'll be able to push us in the right direction. If not, we can just get rid of them.
We could go to Green Nest and get a wagon.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I'm all for
Yeah,
that.
so
Let's do that.
compared to Elturel, how far away is Green Nest compared to Elturel? What would be
Green
the
Nest is
shorter
much
trip?
closer than Elturel. It's like a 6-hour march from here.
Okay.
Whereas Elturel will take you a couple days journey to get there.
Okay, yeah, I say we head to Green Nest, and then we can figure out what to
Yeah,
do
and
from
Green Nest
there.
is more or less on the way to Elturel.
Mhm.
Okay, at the very least, we'll have we can find a better way to transport these
Alright,
eggs.
I'm gonna move you guys back to world map.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't we just take a full night's rest here and then tomorrow make a full day's march to Green Nest?
Because we can get there tonight.
It's a 6-hour march and we have 450 pounds of
Yeah.
dragon egg.
We should just camp and then move out when we're well rested.
Okay, so you guys just sort of camping out in the bandit camp for the night? You moving outside of it? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna freaking roll out of my bedroll and sleep, man.
That
Pretty much. I
forested-
just sleep here.
that
Yeah,
Alright, that's
we could rest.
That forested area at the top where we came in, we can go.
Alright, you guys take a full rest.
Now we
And
level.
you all level up, by the way. That's for real now. And yeah, the night passes without incident. I think the hunter that you guys met up there has discovered that most of his employers are dead or gone. And I think he kind of packs up and leaves, realizing that his employment here is over. And 8 hours from now, you guys could get up and start journeying around midnight. To get back to Green Nest, or you could wait until morning. Up to you.
I'm cool with waiting till morning because We're all very tired.
All right. So let's say advance, push clocks forward, crack of dawn. Next day, you guys have taken a long rest. You all have full health. You are now all level 4.
How does the hit dice work? Like, do we recover all the hit dice, or
You recover up to half +1, pretty much. So like, well, half rounded up is what I'm saying. So you were level 3. You had 3. I'm gonna say you recovered 2 right now. That's
and then when we level up, we gain 1, so I would have 3, right?
you'd have 4.
Yeah, you're at level
Well,
3.
four total, but I
Right.
would have 3 currently. I'd have 3 out of 4.
Right. You
'Cause if I had
you
0.
gain 2 and then you add 1 because you just
Okay.
gained 1.
Yeah, and I had 0. Okay, so yeah, I have 3 out of 4. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Do we want to share our level up stuff for fun, or are we just doing it?
Mine's kind of
Yeah,
lame.
you guys can talk about what you gained at level 4 if you'd like.
Okay, I'll go first. I gain more dexterity. That's it. Have fun.
Hooray!
GG.
Woo!
I mean, I gained dexterity and wisdom.
Oh, you split your increase. Nice.
Yes, I did, because I could level up 2 instead of 1. It was like, oh, that's even better.
Smart. Is it just skill point increases for everyone? Is that pretty much what you level for? Is anyone actually get anything
No.
interesting?
Nope.
No.
So instead of taking a stat increase, I actually ended up taking Shield Master.
Cool.
So I took this feat.
And I took
You gain bonus if you attack. Your bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. You aren't incapacitated. You can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw. And it's a spell
Oh, I also
attack.
learned a new spell, but I don't know spells technically in character yet, so.
So yeah, you get pretty much +2 on any dex saving throw.
Yep. And if I save on a dex saving throw, I can take no damage.
Is that any harmful effect that targets only you? Okay, interesting.
So, Roll20 gave me another superiority die, but I don't think I actually get one.
Well, let me pull it up. Player's Handbook.
while he's looking that up, I took Actor, so I gain a point of charisma, and I get advantage on deception and performance when I'm trying to pass off as a different person, and I can mimic the speech of another person or sounds made by other creatures if I've heard them for at least 1 minute. And if someone makes a successful insight check contested by my deception, which I have advantage on, then they can know that I'm faking it. So now I can be extra crafty with disguising myself as different people.
I just love that you took an actor feat, really.
Okay, you have a 4 superiority dice, which are
You guys
D8
kept forcing me to turn into other people, so I just went with it.
So yeah, no, you shouldn't gain another superiority die until 7th level and 15th.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm gonna just find a way to move that back down to 4. Okay, Roll20 is drunk, but I think I got it.
Go
Yeah, you
guys
roll
can do-
20.
Go ahead.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so you guys kind of get up in the morning. Wait, Talia, did you get anything cool at level 4?
No, not really. I think I got a cantrip.
Actually, wait.
And more spells, probably.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you guys get up, crack of dawn next day. It's about 6 a.m. You've got a long march ahead of you while carrying these eggs. You have Misha in tow, who's as happy as a clam. And yeah, you guys can make the march back to Green Nest. So tell me about how things look as you get back in the Green Nest. You guys are dragging dragon eggs with you. You're holding
Carrying.
a guard drake on a leash And you just sort of are you just sort of marching into town like that?
I think maybe we should wait outside with the eggs and the Misha while someone else gets a card or something.
I'll go into town and do the shopping if we all need. I mean, if anyone has anything else that they need, like replenished, like rope or anything, just let me know. I can do that.
All right, so like, are most of you hanging outside town? And
I'll go into town because I need to sell some splint mail, my old splint mail.
Yeah, I'm going into town because town.
I
Okay.
will wait with Abby or with Talia.
all right, so Ratsael and Talia are hanging out. Everyone else is heading into town. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to
Make it
sell your
quick,
old
I
splint mail?
shout.
You said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a player's handbook real quick.
All right,
Yeah,
how
I'm
much
just gonna-
money am I gonna give you for your splint mail?
I need to take a look at pricing shit real quick.
Make a persuasion check on selling your splint mail.
16.
They'll offer you 125 gold for it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take it.
Okay. Lucina, what are you doing with your time in town?
Okay, first and foremost, I need to. I have a couple things I want to buy. I don't think I have much to sell, honestly. Yeah, not anything that.
Did you
We've
did
divvied-
you share any of the stuff you stole off the one guard that after you killed him? Like the rest of the group wasn't there. I don't know whether you shared that loot with the party or not.
Oh, no, no. So I have 254 pieces so far. Since we haven't divvied everything else up yet, we've been putting that off.
Right.
But yeah. First, I need to get thieves' tools, and I have no idea how to go about getting that. Because I don't see a price point, because
Hang on.
I don't imagine they'd sell those things that much. Actually, no, wait. I was looking at the wrong portion. These tools
25
are
gold pieces.
25 gold.
Let's spend that up.
Yep, let's get that because I need those. And here, I'm just going to open a calculator to do math. Bag of ball bearings because I need some after I kind of melted mine.
True. Bag of 1,000. That's 1 gold piece.
Yep, caltrops, that's another gold piece, so I'm just getting one.
Okay.
And a flask of oil, that's 1 silver.
Okay.
And that's just the general housekeeping stuff, but do they have any longbows I can purchase?
Sure.
That's 50 gold.
Yep. Do it.
And then I'm going to sell my short bow because that thing, I hate it.
I'm with Ratsael, and I'm gonna say, man,
I think they. Okay,
hope
make a
Lucina doesn't
persuasion
get another
check on
bow.
that. Actually.
Okay, let me. This is one of my best skills, so you know.
She seems pretty set on using that bow, no matter how much she misses. She's probably gonna get another one.
I think they look at it. They look at the fact that it's shown some wear and tear, and you've had some more problems with it than your average bow. I think they can sort of see like this seems a little bit defective. We'll give you 5 gold for it.
That's 5 better than I would have given. So yes.
All right.
So all in all, I lost 72, and I minus 1 silver. So
Okay. What was happening over with Ratsael and Talia?
We're making fun of Lucina.
Nothing new.
I missed the joke. Sad.
Also, Ratsael, I'm sorry about your hair.
Giovanni, there are no more healing potions to buy.
How long has it been since we left?
Like a day and a half.
Sorry, since we left our camp. It's been like 12 hours, right?
Oh, since yeah.
do I have a good chunk of my hair back?
As a matter of fact, at this point, you pretty much have all of your hair back. You are still blue, and you are still 6 inches taller, though.
Well, it looks like the hair's come back, but I don't think I'm getting any shorter anytime soon. I mean, this blue's a little weird, but I guess it's better than looking like a drow.
Is it like a bright blue or like a pale blue?
It
like
is
light
like
blue.
a
It's neon.
It's like Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen. It's like blue as fuck.
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
It's blue. It is a very blue. You see.
If he was green, he would die. So this is better.
I think I'm gonna have to talk to Virtus about working out because I mean I was pretty small before, and I look down at my arms and my legs. I'm a little skinny now.
You're a little bit scrawny.
We start doing
Do
some
you want to
push-ups and crunches.
do you want to investigate the fact that you're blue at all? Like,
I do not. I enjoy being blue. It's
Okay.
like-
you are blue.
Yes.
Is Andy back yet? You on your mic, dude?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to see
Yeah.
Governor Nighthill at all?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I know it.
He greets you and he says, well, "Welcome back. I hope everything went well back at the camp again. I'm sure you're eager to go and meet your friend back in Elturel. He took off yesterday, but he left 5 horses paid in full for you and your compatriots, and they're waiting at the stables for you.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Where are you,
Great.
compatriots? By the way, I wish to congratulate them as well.
Oh, they're outside guarding the dragon eggs. She is bad with people with authority, so
He says dragon eggs.
Yeah.
You have dragon eggs with you? What is your plan for these?
Wait, who said
by the
dragon
way?
eggs? I didn't say dragon eggs. We didn't have dragon eggs.
dragon eggs? What's that?
What
I'm
dragon
gonna
eggs?
go
We
ahead and-
don't have dragon eggs. Not at all.
Well, I
After
failed.
he mentions the horses, I'm gonna ask him if there's any way that we can access a wagon to take along with us.
He says, yes, we could arrange for a wagon for you. That one's not paid for, but tell you what, I can't give it away for free, but because you guys have done so much for our town, I'll let you have one for just I'll make arrangements so you can get one for just 10 gold.
Okay, that is fantastic. Yeah, we'll be moving on fairly quickly here. Unfortunately, we don't have much time to stay and enjoy the city. But we'll probably be leaving by nightfall.
Okay. He says, well, we can't express enough the appreciation for what you've done for the town. And we wish you well on your journeys.
Thank you. We also greatly appreciate the hospitality that you've shown us in providing us with healing salves and wagons. We truly couldn't have done it without the support of your town.
Okay. All right. So you have 5 horses, ready to go, fed and paid for. You get a cart for 10 gold. And you can go and meet back up with Talia and Ratsael whenever you're ready.
Okay, hold on. I
Man.
have some stuff that I'd like to do before we do that.
Sure.
Is this a place that we could get some things appraised? Or
Sure.
okay. I'm just gonna go down the list of stuff we have. String of pearls.
Okay, so you probably go to the local jeweler.
Actually, hold on. And I want to bring
The best time to
I want
divvy
to
up
bring
everything.
Lucina with me because I feel like Lucina would have some insight as to what these objects would be worth with her background.
Okay.
So I'd be trying to drag her along with me.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys go into the local jeweler with the string of pearls. Just present this. What are you presenting the jeweler with? Are you showing this one at a time, or?
Yeah, I'll tell him, and I'll tell him that we've got a number of items that will need appraising. And I mean, I've got the string of pearls, a gold and sapphire ring. Maybe if he has some idea of what the carvings would be worth. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff. We got
Okay.
yeah, we got a lot.
I,
And then
I,
we have a pouch containing 1/2 dozen masterfully cut and polished gemstones as well. We have a ton of gems.
Okay. So here's the deal. The
I,
pearls, the gold sapphire ring, and the the pearls and the gold sapphire ring. The jeweler looks at it and he says, "I recognize these. I've actually worked on these before doing repairs. These actually belong to some people in town. I'm sure that they would be happy to have them back."
quick question.
Yeah.
Whilst the jeweler's being shown everything, is there anything just laying out on tables?
No, it's a jewelry store. Everything's in fucking cases. Stop! Don't go stealing the entire store.
But come on.
Do you have someone working the shop that you could send to gather those people?
Yeah. So yeah, they sent an envoy. We can go down the rest of it while they're going out to grab those people.
Okay, so that was a string of pearls in the ring.
Yeah. The jeweler looks at the 1/2 dozen masterfully cut stones, and he says, "I don't recognize these, but it looks like they don't I don't believe they belong to anyone here per se. I can't really tell you where they're from, but I can tell you that they're worth about 100 gold pieces each. I think."
You're telling me these perfectly cut stones are only worth 100 each? Are you sure you know it's not worth a little more?
He says that would be the market value for them. Yes.
Can I roll an inside check on him or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same because where's the? Why am I? There it is.
It seems he's being honest. Like this is his trade. He knows that these gems cut are worth at market 100 gold pieces each, which is still a 600 gold worth of value you're hanging on to.
He probably wouldn't be looking to slide us, Lucina. We've done quite a bit for him. It would be quite poor if he was to be deceiving us. What about these dragon carvings that we've come across? There's one of bone and soapstone.
He looks at him. He says, "I don't really deal in these. So the average person, they'd probably only. Oh, let me see. Sorry, I need to go back through the notes here."
I'd probably pipe in. If they're more or less worthless, we can just give them to a wizard and have them put stuff on them.
He says, "These are interesting, but I don't really deal in these kind of things. I'd buy them off you for 10 gold pieces each, but to someone who's a little bit more into collecting, folk art, or some interesting antiquities, these might be worth a bit more to them."
Well, I appreciate your honesty, and I'll try to seek out an expert regarding them. Perhaps they're of more cultural significance than we realize, but I appreciate your insight.
He says, "Well, I appreciate you not letting those people burn our town to the ground, so it's my pleasure."
Shoot, did you ever get back to me on that sack of pewter candlesticks and religious carvings and stuff?
They're worth 30 gold pieces total, but they are definitely from the town. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't show him. Bring him to the next town.
So is he going to buy the gems off us? Or are we looking to sell
He
them
offers
to
to buy them for 100 gold pieces a piece.
Will he just buy all the gems?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sell him.
Go for it.
610 gold, 750 golds, and 6 100s.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of loot.
Yeah.
600, 950, 1010 gold.
And as you guys are actually having this conversation, the envoy returns with two of the more noble people in town in tow. Or well, one of them is a nobleman and one of them's a more of a common woman, but she sees the pearls and she's elated. She's like, I thought these were gone forever. I can't pay you their full worth in return, but I'd be willing. I'd be willing to pay you. I can pay up to a quarter of their value to get them back from you as a thanks.
As she's talking, I just hand them to her and I say, "They're rightfully yours. Don't concern yourself with payment." And similarly, I'll hand the ring to the
All right,
wealthy
the
gentleman.
nobleman, he thanks you, and but he pulls out a sack of gold and he says, "Please, I insist you take this." He hands you 225 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yes. Odd numbers. The enemy of all mathematicians.
So
How much was that? 250.
225.
So it's actually not that bad. 1235 gold divided between all of us comes out to 247 each.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here on my abacus with my got my math cap on over here.
Meanwhile, I'm
okay.
thinking, Giovanni and I killed the majority of the people in that cave. I think we get the bigger cut.
Oh,
Yeah,
while
you
we're
guys
with the
are
jeweler-
alive. You're welcome.
While we're with the
I was
jeweler,
never in any danger.
Oh my goodness.
Let Andy speak.
Shoot. I'm gonna look and I'm gonna say I understand that these aren't quite your craft, but you've helped us out a lot so far, and I really appreciate it. And I show him the scabbards and I say, would you possibly know anything about these, or would there be someone in town that you could point us to?
I mean, he looks at him. He says, I don't. These are nice. I wouldn't say they're antique of any sort, but they do the dragon detailing on them. It might be interesting to some. I wouldn't deal with them, but you could probably sell them for about 5 gold pieces a piece.
Okay, cool. I really appreciate it. And as we're walking out the door, I kind of turn around as we just halfway to the door, and I say, "Oh," and I pull out the sack of the pewter stick candles and such, and I leave them with he and his employee. And I'll say, these might be a little difficult to find the rightful owners of individually, but I'm sure that Governor Nighthill might have some inclination of how to find the people. Could you do
Yeah, he
that
says,
for us?
I've dealt in silverware for many of the people here. The pure can slips not so much, but I'll bring this up with Governor Nighthill, make sure they get back to their rightful owners. He thanks you profusely for the services provided, and he assures you that if there's anything else you could do that he could do for you in the future, he'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, between he and the two people that we've just returned the jewelry to, I'll just say I appreciate your payment. If you could just offer us your hospitality for the next time we're in Green Nest, just a place to stay and perhaps a warm meal, I'm sure that would be more than plenty for us.
Oh, and I think the jeweler and his envoy, that the gentleman that was working with him, kind of look at each other and laugh and said, I think you always have um, a place here in this town.
Yeah, I think they're always going to just give us food and beds.
All right, I'll give him a smile, and I guess Lucina and I will walk out. Her pockets surely full of random jewelry at this point.
All right. Did you actually try to
Um,
steal any of the jewelry, Lucina?
You said there wasn't any around.
There wasn't any sitting out.
Then no, because I'm not going to go behind the counter. Oh, yes, I too now work for the jeweler.
It would have been pretty funny if you stole some stuff and then be like, what about this stuff?
Does this look like it's valuable to you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I
swear,
made this
had
this morning.
just like it right here. Where'd it go?
I made it this morning. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. So you complete your business there. Does anyone else have business in town?
I need to buy stuff. I know that I have a lot to do, but this managing party treasure takes a while, so I
Yeah.
need to replenish some stuff.
All right. What do you need to replenish?
First of all, my trackpad.
I don't think they have those at the general goods store.
I need rope.
Okay.
I need. I know there's more stuff. I need rope. I need caltrops. Actually, that might be it.
That's like 2 gold pieces total.
Yeah, it's cheap.
And I need to buy 1 javelin while we're also purchasing things.
I mean, I think you just grab one from the armory as you leave.
Awesome.
Oh, and I grabbed like 14 bowstrings from the armory.
Okay. I think that's actually good. Does anyone else have anything they would have sent us in town for?
Rotsale and Talia need anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh yeah, Talia doesn't know what money is, so I want her half.
I guess we're good then. I guess we'll be on our way.
All right. All right. So yeah, you guys gather up all your equipment and stuff, and you head back out to the outskirts of town with your wagon and your horses. So you pull up to Talia and Rotsale. What have you guys been doing while everyone's been gone?
We're all doing
Push-ups.
push-ups, including Misha.
It's basically the scene from the Disney Hercules movie
All right.
with
Or Mulan, except I'm Mulan.
Hot
Like
damn.
before the montage starts.
yeah, you need to be a man.
Let's
I'm going
get
at, like,
down
twice the
to
speed of them.
business.
I'm just
There's one more
profusely
thing I wanted to
sweating.
buy, which I forgot.
What's
I
that?
don't think it would really cost anything, but I want to find like the biggest piece of mutton I can find for Misha, like just the biggest chunk of meat.
I
that
think
can
I think
come
you just
across.
walk into a tavern and they greet you warmly and said, "Oh, come on, sit down, have a meal." And they bring you out this large piece of mutton. You just pick it up and walk out the door.
And they're like,
Pretty much, yeah.
okay, bye, I guess.
See ya.
Thank you, our pet. Thanks you.
All right.
Okay,
right, so yeah,
everyone
you
get
guys
your
get-
typing fingers ready so I can divide up this coin real quick, just so we can finish up this character stuff. All right, everyone's going to receive 140 copper, 36 silver, 271 gold, and I think that's actually it. Yeah.
Hot damn.
And then, so last we have some, just so you guys know, we have a couple coins left over because we're not even on fives. We
Fine.
have a bone, a soapstone, and a wood. Bone, soapstone, wood, and ivory dragon carving. Two ornately detailed dragon scabbards. 5 horses in a wagon, as well as Mondath's halberd, her ornate purple robes, not the ones off of her corpse, but from her actual.
Yeah, no, I got those.
Yeah,
Those are
Lucia
mine.
is the one who's actually holding those, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are mine.
Okay, cool. Does
The
anyone
halberd
want
too?
Mondath's halberd?
No, not the halberd. I said whoever wants, I can have it. I don't halberd.
Is anyone actually holding the halberd?
I guess I am at the moment.
You're the pack mule.
Pretty much.
I kind of point at the horse. I'm supposed to ride that?
You could sit in the back of the wagon with the dragon eggs.
All right, I'm there.
Okay,
I tie my horse up to the wagon and then I hop in the back.
How's Misha traveling?
How
Happily.
fast is Misha?
probably not horse fast.
I think he pretty much. I mean, keep in mind horses over traveling over long distances. Like, it's not like you get on a horse and you move twice as fast. Like, horses, even when traveling on a horse, you barely move faster than if you're walking because, like, you know, a horse can dash, but a horse can't dash all day. You know, so it expands your range a little bit, but not that much. So, I mean, like, keeping up walking alongside the cart, Misha could probably move as much as a human person could walking. But, I mean, I suppose you could just you can load Misha up in the cart too with Ratzael and.
Oh, those poor horses.
What's that?
I said, oh, those poor horses. I think it's just heavy, but Okay, last call for coins, by the way.
I'm taking the
Everyone have
coins.
it
They're
recorded.
mine.
140 copper, 36 silver, 271 gold. Everyone got them?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yep.
cool.
As soon as I see the horses, I'll run up to him and like hug mine, and then ask Giovanni what his name is.
What your horse's name is?
Each of the horses is wearing a name tag. Talia, what does your horses say?
It says Frederick.
Frederick? Okay.
Yep.
Well, since no one else likes horse names, mine is named Palmer.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, you
Palmer.
would! That's his name of his horse in Zelda.
Fair enough.
Makes sense.
I was going to say, Mike, am I supposed to know what that means?
Yeah, I was like, there's a joke somewhere that I'm not getting.
You renamed Epona? How dare you?
No, it's from my Breath of the Wild horse across all 3 save files.
Okay.
Like where
I
you
suck
don't
at
have a-
names, and I was drinking an Arnold Palmer, and Arnold seems like a horrible name for a horse. So I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have 2 ideas, but I gotta go with it. My horse's name is Muriel, but it's a male horse.
How are you spelling that?
Murelle. Muriel.
This is what I get for putting this in your control.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
My horse's name is Cowboy.
What a weird
love-
collection of fucking horses.
That's the name of the horse that I rode on my honeymoon. There
Okay.
you go.
Oh.
That's cool. What about you, Vertus?
I have no idea. Is there any way I could leave that one up to the GM?
Sure.
Bojack.
But yeah, there we go, Bojack. I like that.
Okay.
Bojack, horse man.
So we have Frederick, Palmer, Muriel, Cowboy, and Bojack.
Yep.
Bojack was my second choice if Richard said I couldn't do that.
Well, shall we head off to Elturel?
Okay. So, yeah. You guys shove off. So, it's about 200 miles from Green Nest to Elturel. This journey takes you approximately 6 days. Nothing happens along the way. Just out of curiosity, are you guys just traveling like with dragon eggs out in the open? You have like a tarp covering them? What are you doing?
I think we have the carpet covering them.
No,
Yeah.
we have one of the like caravan wagons, and then we have Kai sleeping on top of them so no one can see.
Okay.
He's trying to hatch the eggs.
I do not want to hatch eggs.
Mama Kai, come on.
I'm definitely just watching them with a very weary eye.
All right. Well, they're showing no signs of like cracking or anything like that. As a matter of fact, like they seem to have hardened a bit, like taking them out of the warm and like the warm human environment that they were in the cave seems to have like sort of stopped their incubation.
Oh, they're probably dead.
Or just temporarily petrified. Oh,
But
while we're traveling, I want to turn to Talia and ask her some questions.
okay. Have a nice little
Hey,
role playing session here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Talia, you come from the forest, right?
Yeah.
You guys get a lot of frost where you
Wait.
come from?
Wait, no, I don't come from the forest. I come from the plains.
You come from the plains?
Yeah. I mean, there's
Oh.
some trees, but
Do you ever get frost where you come from?
not really.
You guys are pretty. Where are you from, Talia? Exactly.
I'm from like outside of Green Nest.
I would say yes. During the winter time, you do get like frost and stuff. Matter of fact, it snows. Like this place, you're on the south edge of the Sword Coast, but the Sword Coast is not the continent. You guys are pretty far north.
Yeah, we're practically kissing
I
the
thought that was
You
more
have
like the
a
equator.
typical like temperate zone winter sort of type thing.
JK, yeah, frost.
Do you know how to use any druidic magic to deal with frost?
Not really. I'm more of a fire person myself.
I don't know if we're no, we got to be on horses, but if we're nearby, I'm giving you a high five.
I will. I'll pull out the club that I have in my pack, and I'll say, "Well, recently my patron has been teaching me some frost type things. So if you wanted to help me out with some of these incantations to get it right, because I know it's more of a natural magic, I would really appreciate it."
I mean, sure, I can do my best.
And I will hold out my hand and cast frostbite on the club, but I'll do it really poorly. So it just kind of gets rhymed, and it gets a little cold, but it doesn't actually work. And I hand her the club. I don't think it worked. Can you give me some pointers?
Okay, I hold out the club and cast Produce Flame.
Okay,
Or
so
jump.
yeah, on the you kind of oh yeah, jump's good too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's hard to scroll.
I cast fire, but first I need to go to the sun to get it.
I don't know what Produce Flame does.
Yeah, meanwhile, I am just eavesdropping because magic. I need to know about that now that I'm a magician.
All right, well, I think you cast Produce Flame, and you kind of should
Ignite, I'm sorry.
have a discussion with Raziel on the finer points of shaping elemental type magics.
I'm listening and I'm taking mental notes. Then I will take the club back while it is on fire, and I will cast Frostbite once more, and I will extinguish the flames and completely encase it in ice.
There you go.
I'll just whoop. Oh, I did it!
I'll clap excitedly.
And I'll hold up the club and then show it to everyone else. Look what I can do.
You need to show me how to do that now that I am magic.
Your magic?
You slipped into Brannigan there for a little bit. There.
I did. Now that I can use magic, and I'm just gonna pick up the club with my mage hand.
Ah, give that back. That's mine.
I'm not moving it away from you. Just use your hands.
I'll grab it and try to wrestle it from his mage hand.
It can't really fight back. It's
right.
Only really for holding
it
things.
can only do like what 10 pounds worth of force, pretty much.
10 pounds of holding anything.
Right. So however much strength that is to tear that away, not much.
Yeah. Plus, I imagine you can't really see the hand, so it's just really floating there. Ooh.
I wish I could do that. Where do you get your magic from?
Must have just taken me a while to remember.
Oh. I wish I could just remember magic.
Well, I remember she tried showing me at a time, but I really wasn't having any of it because, being young and not paying attention. But I remembered a bit, having those meditation visions.
Them good trips.
I know all about weird visions.
And I just kind of want to, they're over there showing off their magic a little bit. He's still holding the club. They're fighting back and forth for it. And, just kind of to entertain myself, I'll use a bit of magic too, and I'll command him to drop the club.
You're going to command me to drop the club?
Yeah, Raz, drop the club.
Well, you got it back, right, from the mage hand? Is that what you said? Yeah. Wait, can I link the spell without casting it, or do you just have to cast? Okay.
No,
you
can
just push the button.
Yeah, so I just say drop, and then he drops the club.
Make a wisdom saving throw? All right, hold on.
You can try, yeah, if you want.
Okay. He makes you drop your weapon.
I just look at Vaughn, and I disguise myself as him, and I bonk him on the head with it.
We are becoming the Three Stooges.
And I
Alright.
dropped the disguise. Nice try, man.
So yeah, you guys spent a few days traveling. You traveled past Burdusk on the road. You actually skirt through the city of Skornoble, and then you turn towards the west, towards Elturel. So as you guys approach Elturel, you see something. You see your first sign of the city is the magical light that hangs above it day and night. You first spot it about a day's ride away at night. You can see it illuminating over the high over the city. Everyone can make a history check if they'd like.
Okay. Little did you know I was a history buff. Oh, don't forget Misha's history check.
I'm gonna say yeah. Not great.
Misha's real historical.
Just look sagely at the town.
I'm gonna say yeah. Lucina, you're the only one who knows this, but you know that
Logically.
that light hanging up in the city. It's painful to undead. It was put there to ward off undead. To keep them away from the city of Elturel. So yeah, you are familiar. You know that this light means that you're getting there. I would say probably around noon on the 6th day of your journey, you arrive in Elturel.
Oh, I'm roboting like hell.
Did I include a handout? Yes, I did. So just shit. You're not on the Reader's Camp. Relax.
Oh.
Well, yeah. So you guys roll up to a city which you are familiar with if you played my one-shot adventure that I wrote. What happened here? Did I just... Son of a bitch. Alright, I need to reconnect to the session real quick. My interface... Actually, no, I just came back. My interface is being weird. Alright, I think I'm good now.
Central Park in it.
So as Giovanni sees this city, I am so excited to be able to be within a solid set of walls, somewhere safe that we can actually get a room at an inn and stay for.
Right. You guys are entering the town from up here, right? So what you're seeing here is pretty much this area is kind of like a harbor type area. It's low to the ground near the river. But like where you see these walls and like these like topography marks, that is a steep climb going up towards the high side of the city. Like what you're down is at river level. The rest of the city is located on a cliff, like above the water, like several hundred feet. So yeah, matter of fact, I'll reuse. No, because I didn't actually create this as a handout here. I'll throw it in real quick. I was gonna throw it on the map.
As Giovanni is excited to go into these walls, I feel like dread as we're leaving nature once again.
Here, I'm just gonna throw this in. This is what the city looks like. So, like, yeah, there's like a lower level near the water, and just the upper part is just way up above the river.
Whoa.
I was like, and as you guys kind of walk in, you guys start taking in the sounds of the city. you kind of come near an open market where you see a lot of people moving around. I think Talia is getting pretty uncomfortable at this point. There's probably more people in one place than she's ever seen in her life.
Oh yeah.
And I'm right at home.
There's a town herald in the middle of the market, talking about some of the news, and you hear him announcing about a bank robbery that has occurred on the upper side of the city that was thwarted by a bank robbery that was thwarted by a number of would-be former bank robbers that managed to stop a bank robbery in progress. And you hear this story about how 4 people who were robbing this bank discovered a group of 3 other people who were in progress of robbing the bank, and how they descended from the cliffside to leave the bank. And to you, this sounds absolutely ridiculous and couldn't possibly be true, but that's what the Herald's saying.
Yeah, who goes to rob a bank and then doesn't rob the bank? That's dumb.
How do they even jump off the cliff without dying?
I'm pretty sure they're dead.
I don't know, but they sound pretty cool.
They sound like a bunch of dumbasses to me.
But yeah, you
Maybe
guys
a
are in the Serene
different
City. It's a big city. You know you're looking for Leosin or his compatriot Anthar Froom. But that's as far as you know. What do you do?
All right, gang, it's time to split up and look for clues. All right.
Well,
Shaggy and
before
Scooby.
I'm gonna ask how long are we planning to stay here, guys?
well, we need to find
Till we
out
get kicked out.
Figure out how long we're gonna stay. Hopefully not long. But I guess we'll find out if we can manage to find him. He just said he was gonna be here, right? He didn't tell us where.
No, he didn't.
Ugh.
I'm just
He's
sitting there
a-
trying to contemplate how someone would rob a river.
He's a monk, right?
He is.
All right. Is there like a? Can I ask around and?
Yeah, sure.
I want to ask someone if they know where there's a temple district in the town.
All right. They point up. They just point up the cliff and say,
Yeah.
you see the high hall up there. There are several temples located around it up there ish.
Well, I mean, if I were a monk, I guess that's where I would go.
Does anyone else have opinions on how this is going? Or are you just following Ratzael?
I have
Oh.
stuff. I have stuff that I want to do that involves Talia, actually.
Okay.
But I can wait until we can do that stuff. Like you can go do their branch of stuff, but I would have stuff that I'd want to be doing immediately as I get into the city, probably under the guise of looking for our monk.
Okay.
I have a few things I need to do too, but
Yeah.
maybe we should find a place to shack up for now
Okay.
and stow our dragon eggs until we can find this monk, and then.
All right. Yeah. You guys
on
take the
next
card
move.
up.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah. You head up there. You arrive in the temple district. And there are a couple different temples. You just pick one at random.
Eeny, meeny, miny, that one.
I picked the quietest one.
All right, you walk in. There are a number of altars set about. There are a number of altars spaced throughout the temple. There are a few pews, but mostly there's a few sporadic worshippers, sort of like lighting candles at their own altars and just very quietly doing their own prayers. There appears to be a couple, clerics who are just sort of tending the temple as you walk in.
I flagged down one of the clerics. Excuse me.
He says, "Yes. Ooh, you're blue."
Yeah. I'm
He
blue.
says, "Are you supposed to be blue? Have you always been blue?"
I've always been blue. I'm from the outside of the Sword Coast, out
Okay.
in the ocean.
He says, "Interesting. You appear to have a curse on you of some point, of some sort. I could remove it if you'd like. I don't think you're supposed to be blue.
A curse? Well, I mean, if I'm cursed, then I should live with it. I was probably cursed.
Okay. I mean,
Boy.
it doesn't. I mean, the only thing the curse seems to do is turn you blue, and if you're happy being blue, that's fine.
Well, my people are all blue, so maybe it's something we did in the past.
Okay. He says,
Yeah,
rather
he's telling the
strange.
truth.
He says, well, how can I help you, sir?
Well, I'm looking for a monk. He goes by the name of Leosin. Have you heard of him, or do you know where he might be?
He considers this. No, I don't believe I've met a Leosin before. Is there anything else you can tell me about him, and maybe I'll be able to direct you?
I'll describe him. He's that half elf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll describe him.
He says, no, I don't believe I've met this man before.
Is there anywhere in the town where a monk might go to meditate?
He says, well, we have a number of temples, but here would be as good a place as any.
Well, do you know of anyone I can contact that might be good at searching, finding someone?
I'd like to remind you that there was a second contact he listed. He gave you to.
I didn't write that.
Yeah.
Onthar Froome.
So, yeah, I was going to say, so have you ever heard of Onthar Froome by chance?
He says, oh yes, paladin, strongman. He and members of his order have their headquarters set up at a local tavern. He is a devout follower of Torm, the god of shit. What is he the god of?
War and justice after
Yes.
replacing.
He says this is actually a temple of Torn. Ontharr spends quite a bit of time here. But yeah, he sort of leads you outside. And he kind of points down the hill a little bit. He says that tavern can be found here. It's called a pair of black antlers. That is the name of the tavern.
Black antlers. All right. Well, we will head there then.
He says, safe travels.
Thank you for your time. And I start to head out.
Okay. Okay. You guys arrive at a pair of black antlers. It's a nice tavern. Quite large. And you walk in, you see several men at the bar wearing suits of armor, drinking heavily and singing in merriment, sharing stories, having a good time.
Well, it's lively, that's for certain.
Well, shall we find this paladin? I kind of clap Virtus on the back. He seems your type. Maybe you should ask. I don't exactly look like anyone here. They might not take kindly to me.
They didn't take kindly to you before, so how's that any different?
Well, I'd rather not push my luck.
Yeah, I can certainly ask around, see if they may know where we could find Onthar.
Okay.
So I'm going to go up, I'm going to get a drink myself, and kind of just casually walk up to one of the paladins and be like, so, I'm looking for Onthar. I was hoping you could tell me where he's at.
Okay, so these men turn to you.
Is it like the old Western?
You notice that the one thing they all seem to have in common here is that they're each wearing a gauntlet that's kind of sky blue. It doesn't like match the rest of their iron, which is more or less just standard steel. And they say, "Yeah, we know Onthar. He is our leader. What business do you have with him?"
Well, we're actually here on behalf of Leosin. There's
and as
some trouble.
You're saying this, actually a door opens from a back room, and out steps a large man with also wearing a suit of armor and this sky blue gauntlet. He's kind of bald. He has a scar over his left eye, and he's got a big bushy beard. And standing behind him as he exits the door is Leosin.
Oh,
So
there's
I'm-
Leosin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see that and go, oh, okay. I'll help myself over there. Thank you, though, and kind of make my way to them, kind of waving towards Leosin to grab his attention.
He sees you guys and he greets you excitedly. He says, "You've returned. Tell me about how your mission went."
Well, for the most part, it went fairly well.
Before you do that, he actually pulls you guys aside. He pulls you into like a sort of a private corner. He motions Onthar to join the group. And Onthar sort of greets you all. And he said, "These must be the adventurers that you've told me about, Leosin." How much money did he offer you?
Was money?
There was yes, there was money involved. It was 500 apiece, I believe.
Leosin gives you 100. Leosin asked for a report.
So yeah, cave's dead. We killed the cave demon inside.
I show him the ornate purple robe that Landodosa was wearing.
Okay.
Say, this one is no
He
longer
seems
living.
confused for a moment. He says, "Wait, you guys were supposed to watch for movements and report. Have they moved?"
Yes. They moved on. They moved on.
Where were they going?
Hell.
I pull out one of the maps and show it to him and say, well, according to this, they were headed up the Sword Coast through
And
Dragon.
he starts studying the maps. He
Baldur's
says,
Gate.
"Oh, they're heading north. Looks like they're planning a journey up through Baldur's Gate and up north through Waterdeep, pretty much." He says,
Yep.
"They were already gone by the time you guys returned, huh?"
Yeah, if I could hazard a guess, they're just going along in a raiding party, just doing a quick raid, then getting out.
Well, they were all gone, minus about 30 kobolds, a few guard drakes, probably about 20 cultists, and two of their generals, Mondath and Landragosa. Yeah, we took care of them as well.
And a cave demon.
And a cave demon. And we have 3 eggs. And we have a pet.
They're outside in a cart.
His next question was about to be
dragon
regarding he's 3 eggs.
To be fair, I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't think I would be there.
Okay.
I think that I would be getting the arrangements to get these eggs hidden within this large city before, while the rest of you guys do that. So I don't. I really don't.
You're kind of
think
like
I'd be
manning
there
the
with them
cart,
outside.
making sure they stay covered and stuff.
I'm off doing my own preparations, I guess.
Okay,
while
you're not
they're
there. So
updating
he
the rest.
says, "Did you have the eggs?"
Giovanni.
Yes, from giant chickens.
He's trying to hide them to make sure they're secure. But we do
Yeah,
have 3 dragon eggs.
Yeah, we have them secure, but yes, we have 3 dragon eggs
Yes.
from the hatchery.
This is unexpected, but this is good news. Those dragon eggs could have wrought untold amount of destruction. By the way, because I didn't do this earlier, y'all motherfuckers get 250 XP per egg, so add 750 to your XP totals.
Woo! That's cool.
See, I told you it was a good idea.
And you wanted to eat them.
Hey, we can eat them now. We got our XP.
Pretty sure they're no longer edible.
Spoiler alert, if you had destroyed the eggs, we would have gotten the same amount of XP, but...
Damn.
Oh, so we could have eaten them, huh?
I believe that's metagaming. You don't know that?
I'm pretty sure I would feel the experience of a dragon coursing through my veins.
Oh, God.
Would have been one hell of an omelet. Anyways, so he says, okay, let's, he says, okay, thank you for your report. He hands you each 150 gold pieces, as you previously arranged.
Oh, Giovanni's outside. I'll hand him his.
Mm-hmm.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. That's decent, actually.
He looks at you and says, I don't know if you're the best person to hand his share to.
Come on,
But
we had the same amount of kills in the cave.
To the rest of the party, he says, I'm handing Giovanni's share to Lucina.
You should really give that to Virtus.
I'll take his share and give it to him.
Okay.
I was gonna give it all to him, minus maybe 20. Finders.
I give Lucina a sharp side eye.
And I give you a sharp jab. With my dagger. No.
The Giovanni way.
At this point, Leosin kind of like looks at Anthar, and they seem somewhat distraught together. And says, "We need to consider what this means, and plan our next move. We should still have a good amount of time before they even reach Baldur's Gate if they're following this map. Why don't you guys hang out, get comfortable here, and just sort of get comfortable, enjoy the city for a little bit, a couple days, while we plan our next move."
Okay, I'm heading down to the
He kind
docks.
of dismisses you guys.
Is there an inn we can go to shack up?
And Anthar laughs and he says, "Well, of course, you're welcome here."
All right then. Now, how much is it?
He says, for bringing us this, free of charge, of course. What a ridiculous question.
I kind of shrug. All right, and I walk up to my room.
Okay. Yeah, you guys get set up with rooms. I'll say you guys get 3 rooms, so you guys could split up throughout them as you see fit. Actually, 2. We'll call it 2 rooms, each with 3 beds.
I don't need a bed. I'm used to not having a bed.
I will pick whichever room Lucina is not in.
Fair enough.
Well,
so yeah, you guys are given lodging, and you
So
guys kind of have free roam to decide what you're going to do for a little bit.
Okay, so are the eggs still with us or outside or what?
Giovanni's got them doing something.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Anthar does say, we could store the eggs here. That wouldn't be too difficult.
okay, so I'd be like, okay, what do we want to do with the eggs?
Well, we ought to give them to them. We don't have any use for
Yeah,
dragon.
well, they don't seem to have any use for them either.
They seem to have some kind of a plan.
Well, do they?
It sounds like they want to thwart them moving to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but how does the eggs factor into that?
Well, they want to prevent them from hatching.
Well,
Obviously.
we could easily do that by selling them to some alchemist dude, and he'll smash them up for their delicious innards.
How do you
that
know
they can
he
use.
won't just try to raise it?
Because I'm pretty sure a dragon raise would be pretty obvious in a town like this.
I'm pretty sure there are plenty of madmen out there, and I'd rather trust dragon eggs to a paladin than some random alchemist that wants to pay coin for them.
I mean,
Listen, I know how much you like gold.
I
I'll
never
make it
had
up to
any,
you.
which is why I'm so happy I have more gold than I've seen in my entire life.
I'll pull 5 gold out of my bag and I say, I will give you this if you will drop it and let the paladin take the eggs.
I will take the gold. And now I'm heading down to the docks.
All right, you're just heading down to the docks district.
Yep.
All right, let's flash over to Giovanni. What's he up to?
Okay, so my very first thing that I've got to do while I'm here is I need to seek out the location of the city's cartographers guild, first and foremost.
That's probably located relatively up in the upper city somewhere. We'll say it's not that too far away from. Actually, you know what? We're gonna say it's over here.
Okay, that's fine. Just out of curiosity, why over there?
As you walk down the street to find the Cartographers Guild, you look left and you see a bank that it seems to be surrounded with crime scene tape right now. It seems that they seem to be cleaning up a scuffle that had happened there not too long ago.
Well, that's good. It seems like it's in a wealthy part of town if it's across the street from a bank that's a target of a heist. Nice. Okay, I'll go ahead and I will peek my head inside the Cartographers Guild. And how large of a guild is it? Like, I guess how large of a division is it of the guild? I don't know the populace of this city really.
It's bigger than Green Nest, but much smaller than Waterdeep. It is a small city, I believe. Let me actually look at the population of Elturel real quick.
I just got the heist reference.
It's okay. I got your river joke reference if it makes you feel any better.
What's that?
Abby made a joke earlier about trying to understand how people would be robbing a river, and I think what she was going for was robbing a river bank.
Right.
Right.
Oh. Oh. I feel dumb.
Was that not? Oh.
Well, because
I got it.
You said that after I talked about the part where they descended into the river, like jumping off the cliff to get away. Okay, so this city, population-wise, let's see here.
There's 10 people.
At least.
Oh, this actually, population-wise, this is almost pretty much about the same size as like Neverwinter. So this is actually a fairly large city. I would say the Cartographer's Guild probably isn't quite as big as that city because it's not as centrally located and as bustling. But yeah, this is it's a fairly large city.
Okay, first I need to pay my dues to the Cartographers Guild, so I'll just mark that down.
Okay.
Second, I'm entitled to a couple things as being part of this guild.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've read on it, but some of it's fun. The only stuff that I'm going to cash in on now is basically being housed within the guild.
Okay.
And if it's the size of Neverwinter, I'm assuming I can at least get my own room for a temporary stay.
I would say that's accurate, yes.
Great. That's where the dragon eggs are going to be going for now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and kind of maneuver those into my room within the Cartographers Guild, which is conveniently located across the street from a bank, which is probably a heavily guarded crime scene at this point. So I'm feeling pretty decent about the security of these eggs. And I'm gonna try to find the local guild master as I'm doing this, and I get my things situated because I want to get those eggs off of the street immediately.
Okay. So you kind of hustle the eggs upstairs. Perhaps you enlist the help of some of the other men to help you drag these things up the stairs and without asking any questions.
Correct.
And yeah, they do that. Oh god. The local guild master's name is oh shit. Christ, why can't I think of names really fast off the top of my head?
They call him the Dude.
His name is Erlander. Illander Silverhand.
I'm sorry. Can I get that again? Or simpler name?
Erlander Silverhand. Erlandr.
So as I find him, I'm going to quickly, kind of in haste, introduce myself, and I'll say, Master Silverhand, Giovanni of Viviani, cartographer of the West, home of Mintarn. Can I speak with you in private temporarily?
And he says, "Well, I'm relatively busy, but yeah, sure, I can spare a moment for you. How long is this going to take?"
No more than 5 minutes.
I think he kind of, he had some people who were kind of like walking with him, and he adjourns them for a minute, and he says, "All right, step in my office," and he leads you in.
So, assuming that the office is empty aside from us, I'm going to basically catch him up briefly without too much detail of what we have done. Like, I'm not going to mention, I'm basically going to say where we've been traveling, not saying what we've been doing per se.
Okay.
And I'm going to mention to him that I have in possession maps of the places we've going, including Green Nest and the valley between there and the bandit camp. I have a map of the area surrounding the southern hillsides of Am.
All right,
And
so okay.
lastly, I'm going to mention that I have a fairly unique map, and I'm not going to disclose to him where it is, but of the inside of the hatchery. And basically, what I'm going to be asking him is for assurance that my belongings, not specifying what's in my room, can remain untouched for my time within the city, albeit no longer than 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
And on top of that, I'm going to be, and that would be in exchange for the maps
Okay.
into their collection. Additionally, I would be asking for information on the city, ideally name-wise, because these guilds are hugely important politically. I'm looking for names of people of high wealth to. I'm going to be asking about alchemists and wizards within the city and those of high wealth in general, looking for um, basically to make contacts with.
Okay, so I mean, okay.
And you
Let
can
me.
just say you get those names. That's fine with me. I don't
Okay.
care.
Yeah. He gives you a list of names of some prominent magic users and political things. Funnily enough, Ontharf Room is pretty high on that list, actually, as far as movers and shakers within the city.
Okay.
And you see that under that listing, it's listed. It lists him as the high leader of the Order of the Gauntlet.
That's a fun name.
So yeah, he gives you that list. He looks at. I think he looks at your maps. And he says, these add some good details to the green to our current maps for the green fields. He says, Green Nest, huh? We heard a rumor not too long ago that it was attacked by a dragon.
I give him kind of a sly grin and basically a look that implies of why I didn't add too much detail into the stories that I
He
told
says,
him.
I see, and he kind of says, "Oh, thank you for your tribute to the to the guild. It's very much appreciated. And yes, of course, your materials will remain untouched for your duration here. Um,
Fantastic. And I'll be delivering that final map to you upon my departure of the city. I'll make sure not to forget it as I reclaim the remainder of my belongings before my departure.
okay, and he kind of he nods to you. He gestures towards the door and he says, "Come back anytime."
I actually have a few more questions real quick.
Okay.
Local artisan specialties.
He says, this city is mostly city's primarily a farming community. So as far as specialties are concerned, we have your standard blacksmith and stuff, but nothing that's really worth its salt as far as like world renown. If you're looking for something unique to the city, there's a pretty nice winery that sells that sells a wine that they call the Holy Light. It's a white wine, and it's kind of a play on words of the large lantern that hangs over the city, keeping the undead away.
Neat. And I'm also going to ask him about if there's anyone that he would know contact-wise about basically an antique shop or things of not magic quality, but just higher quality, nice items.
He thinks on this and he says, "I believe there's a shop that would be local that deals in oddities and antiques over here." He points to the map.
Okay. That'll actually be the next place I go, and I'm just looking for a few things. You can tell me yay, nay, how much, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make my way over there, and namely, I'm looking for like I said, not necessarily old, but a really nice ornate rapier, something that just looks like a notch above your average weapon.
Okay. All right. All right, so you go into that shop. Are you doing the appraisal first, or are you shopping first?
Sorry, appraisal of.
The I thought you wanted to go and like see some of the item. I was interpreting this that you were showing off some of those your remaining
Oh
items,
no,
but
not right now. No.
okay.
I'm just doing my shopping. The rest of the stuff I can do with the party, so they know that I'm being lawful about our party treasure.
Okay. Yeah, you see a really nice in that shop. There's a really nice, somewhat decorative antique rapier. It's still in excellent condition. Um, and it can really look like whatever you want it to be. But I'm gonna say that it costs. It's on sale for. Where's the weapons table? It is on sale for 125 gold pieces. It costs 5 times as much as a standard rapier. It can kind of look like whatever you want it to.
Okay, I would like to negotiate. So to Giovanni, that's well within what he would spend. Absolutely. That being said, he's also quite stingy with coin. So definitely being interested, he would want to negotiate with the whoever's running the shop this day about the price of this rapier.
Okay, the shopkeeper is kind of an older gentleman. He says, I see you have an eye for quality items. He says, yeah, this is a very fine rapier, guaranteed to stay sharp. There's incredible detailing on the hilt and some on the blade. He says it's worth every penny. If you'd like to haggle with him, you can make a persuasion check. And I'm just going to roll a d20 to contest it. I'm going to give it +2 because I'm assuming this guy's pretty good at bartering. He rolled an 8 total. So, yeah, I think he's willing to. You guys go back and forth a little bit. He's willing to settle on 100 gold pieces.
I thought that's what it was listed at.
125. I said 5 times.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said 100. Well, cool. I mean, I was going to pay 100 anyways. So, yeah, I'll pay him 100 for it.
Okay.
And I'll mark that off. Is there anything else interesting in the shop that you want to throw in there?
I mean, there's all sorts of weird stuff. There's antique chests with ornate like carvings and detailing on the wood. There's Christ. There's some very old grandfather clocks. It's really kind of a general antique store. It also has some oddities of kind of strangely carved, stones. Some like folk art looking stuff. It kind of looks
Oh,
like
that's convenient.
there's some there's some wood like things that are carved from like the wood carvings from like from trees. Like someone's took like a chunk of trunk of a large tree and carpet carved it down into something and kind of like dressed it up with some unique stones and stuff as accenting.
So as
It's
I
that
see
kind of
as I
stuff.
see this carvings that he has, I actually will bring up the dragon carvings we have, and I'll ask him about them.
He takes a look
And
at you. He examines each of them individually and says, "These are actually very nice pieces. Where'd you get them by chance?"
we found them within our travels. We kind of reclaimed them from a less savory bunch that decided that in short, we weren't on agreeing terms of political standpoints, and they decided to take it a step too far, unfortunately. And part of what they had in their possession were these 4 carvings. One of each of them actually had these, one of each of these carvings, which I'm not sure where they would have got them from. As I said, they were definitely a less savory bunch, but
He
we
looks on them.
recognize
He
them.
says, he's like, "Okay, well, this is good. These are kind of rudimentary carvings, but the detailing is." You can see there a lot of care went into the detailing here. And there's actually people are fascinated with dragons. This one that's made of bone, I'd gladly take for 50 gold pieces. This one of soapstone for 60. The one of wood, it's carved in a really nice hardwood, for 70. And the one in ivory for 100.
And I'll ask him. I'll say, those are what you would appraise them at fairly.
He says yes.
Okay, can I run an insight check on that?
Sure.
If I can get my character sheet.
I mean, yeah, he looks at them like, you can generally see that he's never seen anything quite like this before. Like, these are fairly unique, but given that he deals in like oddities and antiques, this is what appears to be his honest appraisal of what he thinks that they're worth.
Okay. Well, I'll tell him. I'll say, well, seeing that they're not only mine but my companions as well, I'll tell you what, because I know that we're looking to offload these for coin. But what I'd like to do is I'd actually like to bring them back to see this store. Perhaps they're also looking for something of a higher quality, and at that time we can discuss a sale. But I think that we'll definitely be returning within the following days.
He says, "Oh, of course, yes. The offer stands. I'll be willing to pay that amount for each of those."
I smile and I offer him a handshake, and I'd say, I think it sounds like it's a phenomenal offer, and I'll definitely talk with my compatriots regarding it.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of rush through the rest of these just so I'm not taking up a ton of time. I would like to have this new rapier silvered. The TLDR of that is basically it is coated with silver for 100 gold.
Okay.
I'm assuming I could find someone that would do that within this city.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would like to go buy some of that wine.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You can pretty much find that at pretty much any local tavern. A bottle of it can be bought for 10 gold pieces.
Okay, how much would it cost to get it directly from the vineyard, though?
8 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. I kind of actually thought it would be more, but okay. I will buy 2 bottles.
Okay.
And what was that? Holy
light.
Oh, holy. Okay. I thought you said holdy. I was like, well, that's interesting. All right, the holy light. So I'll go ahead and I'll buy 2 bottles of that.
It's a white wine.
And
it's nice.
With that, I will go back and find the party, and I guess that I'd have to do some asking around. Maybe I would ask the, if the paladin was on the top of the list, I guess I'd be going to him anyways. So I'm assuming I could find my way to where Leosin and
a pair of black antlers. Yes.
A pair of black antlers, correct. And I would find my way back there.
Yep. Okay. So you rejoin the party.
Minus me.
who's just sort of completed their meeting with stopping up at the temples and making their way back down. Completing their meeting with Anthar. Just a heads up, guys. I only got about 25 more minutes left here. I need to be finished before 1 o'clock. But
okay, well.
So we're gonna be role playing for a little bit, and then probably gonna call it a day soon.
I'm cool with wrapping up now. If you want extra time, I could really use.
I'm not. It
time
doesn't.
to lay down.
I would think that we can get to like sort of the next section here in a little bit. But,
okay.
So.
Yeah, what I'm doing down in the docks is real quick. It's not going to take long.
Yeah, what are you doing down in the docks?
Basically, what I'd be doing is because I know the docks is where the less than savory bunch will hide out in the alleyways because, a lot of people going in and out. Just find one of those shadier spots with a couple people and put myself like on a corner of a building like 90 degrees from someone and just ask, even thieves can't, like, so, heard there was the bank robbery, the Fuzz obviously looking for them. sellswords, any of those guys looking for? They hunted for anyone? I'm giving you a heads up through GM.
Says no. He kind of nods back and communicates to you in Thieves' Cant that everything's sort of quiet since the bank robbers have been taken care of. Guard was high during the time that there was that crime spree going on, but now that they've captured the bank robbers and they believe that it's the same people who have been robbing other banks, the guard's kind of taking it easy right now.
Mm.
And he doesn't know of anyone who's hunting anyone in particular.
All right. Well, and this is just because I gotta. Last bit is so. Anyone in the market for exotic goods?
He's he kind of he mentions back. My uncle's always looking for some fine goods. Given that you know Thieves Cant, you know that when someone refers to their uncle, they're referring to a fence.
Right. Yeah. These we found them. They were imports.
What are you trying to sell them?
No, I'm not trying to sell them. I'm just talking like
you just want to know where the nearest fence is, just in case.
More or less. Yep, just in case.
Yeah. He kind of nods. He says, "My uncle can be found most days in the back room of the broken helm."
Mm.
And that's it. I'm assuming.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's it, and then I'm heading back.
Okay. What's going on back up at the tavern?
After the conversation with Leosin and Onthar, I'm just going to kind of stay back and talk with Onthar about his order.
Okay, what are you asking about?
Just kind of asking, what their goal is, what they're doing in the region, kind of how they know Leosin and where they kind of stand on the cult and
he says
so forth.
He kind of whispers to you quietly, and he says, this cult has become devoted to the protection of the people of this region, especially the people around Elturel, but all over the Sword Coast. And this cult certainly is become something of quite alarming. This is our primary focus right now.
And as I understand it, you said you worship Torm.
He says, yes, that's correct.
Okay, yeah, I know something of Torm. Not too well versed, but is definitely a figure that I'm aware of.
Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm just kind of rereading my notes on him. And he says, well, anyone. He kind of looks at you and he says he's looking for kind of a idea of what holy symbols you display. He realizes that you're not really displaying anything outwardly, and he says, "You seem a man of purpose, a man who follows a band of the oath. If you don't mind me asking, what is it that you fight for?"
Well, once upon a time I was, but seems to be sort of a turbulent story these days. I'm not really sure where I stand. I think I try to fight for the greater good, and I look at my allies that I've gained, and I fight for them. I try to protect them, and really just help the ideas that we pursue.
As you say this, he says, yes, having good allies is always important." He says, and he picks up his tankard and he raises it and loudly announces, "I'm sure you can find some other allies here." And he yells it loud enough that the other the other paladins and knights at the bar hears him say this, and they sort of all raise a tankard and cheer as well.
So, like I said, I grabbed a tanker earlier, so I'll raise mine as well and kind of give a toast.
And they all have a good laugh there, and he says, "You're welcome. You and your compatriots are welcome to to spend your time here, hanging out with members of our order here, sharing good song and training. We do sword training every day, and we're always ready for trouble. And you guys are more than welcome to make yourself comfortable here among my men while we sort out our next move."
Well, we definitely appreciate that, and training definitely sounds like my kind of entertainment. Perhaps one of these days we can talk more about, Orders of Torm and Bahamut and the like.
He says, "Bahamut, interesting choice." He notes that about you. Actually, I think he hears this and he kind of looks on you with suspicion. He says, "In the past, some orders of Bahamut have gotten a bit confused and gone the way and have switched over to following Tiamat. You can see how this might be a little bit alarming given our current situation." He kind of eyes you with suspicion, but not like outward like hostility or anything.
Yeah, it's definitely, kind of tragic origins or stories, with some orders, and again, definitely something we could perhaps discuss one of these days. But I assure you, I'm definitely on the side of good.
He raises a tanker and says, he says, "Well, as long as you like platinum more than you like darkness, I think we'll be just fine together."
Absolutely, and take a drink.
Okay. At that he's like, "Excuse me, I have some business to attend to," and he kind of heads back to his back room.
Yep, that's all I had.
Okay. So reconvening as a group here. You guys have been apart doing your own things for a little bit. I kind of want you guys back together, if that's all right.
Okay.
Is anyone actually giving me the coin? Like, I don't know about it, so I wouldn't expect to be getting it, but
Is Giovanni actually back in the tavern with us?
Yeah, he's just arrived.
Okay, yeah. After I finish my conversation and I see him in the tavern, I'll walk over and say, "By the way, I think this is yours. I decided I would hold it instead of Lucina."
Okay.
how much was that?
It
150.
was
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was 150.
Thanks.
Okay, yes.
I think that we basically end this episode with us sitting around a hearth enjoying a bottle of wine. I mean, that's how I see it.
You cracking a bottle of the holy light?
Yeah,
Good
that's why I kind of bought it, is just so we can sit around and for the first time in weeks enjoy sitting in cushioned chairs around around a hearth and enjoying something for ourselves rather than running around for others.
All right, perfect. I love it. So yeah, I think we'll call it a wrap.
Oh wow.
Here. Yeah,
I'm surprised.
Lucina does not get drunk off that first one.
No, which is surprising because she has never alcoholed before.
All right.
Yep, I'm wasted.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
All right.
let's call it there.
Yeah.